Hello, everyone. You're welcome to today's podcast interview. I am Laoye Curtis. I'm your host here, and I will be leading us through an interesting conversation with Bukola, who is based in Port Harcourt in South Nigeria. She's a fashion entrepreneur who has done excellently in her fashion business in the last 3 months, covering well over 4.4 million naira in revenue. And that is unprecedented, considering that in our part of the world, not so many fashion entrepreneurs do six figures, talk less of seven figures. So that's why I've invited Bukola, to share experience with us. She's a member of my Millionaires Tribe. That is my inner circle paid community for fashion entrepreneurs who are serious about building solid brands, that would go around the world. So please welcome with me Bukola as she joins us for this interview. So I'll do a quick introduction, like a background, okay, which will lead us into this interesting conversation we're having today. Back in November 2021, I kicked off my Millionaire Tribe, which is actually my Fashion 6 Ultra Gold membership level in my paid community of fashion entrepreneurs. So the goal of that platform is to help fashion entrepreneurs do seven figures monthly. And the minimum was 1 million naira per month. So we don't set sales goals on a monthly basis in the Millionaires Tribe. Rather, we set it as quarterly sales goals, which means that in a quarter between November 2021 and January 2022, members were expected to, earn in their businesses any amount from 3 million naira and above. So Bukola broke the bar and she did 4.3 million instead. So there must be something she's learned, there must be something she has done right, which I figure like, we should, share and inspire others with it. Now, why I created that Millionaire Tribe is because I have a vision. The vision is that in 3 years, I would have worked with fashion entrepreneurs, a few whom I would help do 9 figures per annum. I mean, we're talking about 100 million naira and above per annum. But then for us to get to that future, which is 3 years down the line, we need to start equipping fashion entrepreneurs to be doing 7 figures per month. For instance, if you are doing 1 million naira per month, in 12 months, you would have done 12 million. If you are doing, say, for instance, 8.5 million or I think 8.5 million per month, you would have done well over 100 million in a year. So it's a 3-year project, and we've only just started. So Bukola is one of the early respondents, and also one of my big testimonials so far. So I want her to share experience with us, and I believe we will learn from it. So Bukola, you are most welcome. You can unmute your mic now.
Thank you, Coach. Good morning,
Thank you.
everyone. Good morning, Coach.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for honoring us on Valentine's Day. Okay, so we won't take too much of your time, so you can have a wonderful day ahead. Okay, so Bukola, please, can you introduce yourself, where you, what you do, your location? Who knows? You might even get clients from here to add to the millions that's already in your kitty.
Okay, my name is Bukola M.I. I'm based in Port Harcourt. Some people know me as Bukola of Black and Green. I have online and physical fashion store situated in Port Harcourt here. I'm into ready to wear brand as well, and I under the label Black and Green, and also into fabrics. I deal with different fabrics. Yes, I actually got to know Coach Laoye late last year, but before then, I've been on the platform. I think I saw it on Facebook, I hope you can hear me. Let me first confirm that before rounding up.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so I came across its program actually on Facebook, and I think I joined the Telegram platform, but was not inactive. Was inactive. I wasn't really into it. So I then in October, late October, I came across a capture on Facebook while going there to do normal posting and check up what was happening there about if fashion is your calling, you can make millions in it. And I was like, let me listen on this. I would really like to know more because I've been in fashion for a while, 19 years to be precise. So being on the platform that was not performing, I just decided, okay, let me take it seriously. And I actually attended that first this time around. So the discussion was on that day, and it really ministered to me. I actually listened again and again to that postcard at the time. In fact, I had to get my husband to listen as well. And we tagged Coach as the pastor that day. That this man was speaking like a pastor, and I told him, no, he's just a business coach. And my eyes was open to a lot of things during the course of discussion that day. And I decided to reach out to him afterwards. So I reached out to Coach, and we discussed. When we were discussing, when we were rubbing minds, it was profiling me, and meanwhile opening my eyes to opportunities that lies all around me that I've not been taken advantage of. Also, I decided there and then to join myself to his group, and I was asking him which one do I belong. So he had to profile my finance, which my earnings over time. Being an accountant by education, I know the importance of keeping records, so I was able to bring out those things. And he told me, "Mom, you belong to the millionaire tribe. Though it's just kicking off, but you belong to there." And I said, "Okay, let me join them." And I joined the tribe, and wow, my business life never remained the same. In fact, my financial life never remained the same, because I was made to see a lot of things and all its procedures and all the things we are doing there are actually actualizable, they are realizable, just left for you to do the work. It will put you through, you open us up to wealth of great workable ideas. To name but few: customer acquisition, how to get your customer, how to know your customer well, that you don't have to beat around the bush, announcer marketing, in fact, list building, social presence, daily confession, goal setting, daily accountability, which helps because you set a goal for yourself and you have to meet up because you're accountable to somebody, and how to effectively run it and all that. Anybody that knows me before last year knows my status is meant for memes. If you know what I mean by memes, just to joke, just to play Christian music and all that. But I realized I've been playing with what I have at my fingertips with the help of Coach Laoye, and I started sitting up and following all instructions given by him. As much as possible, I try not to miss his class. And using all those things that was now available, I was able to crush my goal for November, because when we set down November goals, I won't lie, he told us it's 3 months achievable, though he gave us a time span, but then my liver was shaking. My liver was shaking when I was setting the goal. I was like, is this real? Is this possible? Though I know I've been doing like 500,000 and over 500,000 in recent times, but getting 1 million like that, I was just like any other woman being like, is that possible? What else do I have to do? How stretched will I be and all that? But I went ahead with hope in my heart and with its backing and ready. Whatever idea comes to you, if you call Coach, is ready to build on that and open more light and shed more light and give clarity. So with that, in fact, asked him, initially I called him practically every time because I just want to run the ideas by him. So we started with that, and before you know it, I was able to crush that goal and exceeded it to 3.3. That is extra 300,000. I screamed. In fact, I called my husband after doing my record and be like, "Come and see. This thing is really working. It's juju." And he said, "You and your coach are using Jesus juju." So I was able to crush my goal. In December, I went out again and I just told myself I need family time, I need a break and all that. His encouragement telling us to set our priorities straight for 2022, that you need to set yourself aside to really plan ahead. So I just decided, I said, okay, I'm going to take a break. I actually make sales. In fact, during the season itself, I was still doing a lot of sales, but then I was not really, because I was just setting myself aside to prepare for the year ahead. I made my sales. Then in January, I came back full force. Full force. I started full force because I've already planned. I've worked my mind around it. I've worked my spiritual around it. And I came back full force and I crushed the goal again, not just crushing it, I over crushed it. In fact, when I was about to attend the class, because we are made to come twice in a week, at times once in a week, to come and give record as in give feedback of how far you've gone, what else you need to do, what more you need to do to achieve your goals. So when I was coming, and you don't come to Coach Laoye's class not prepared, if not so, you will be ready, coach. So I just sat down, I did my account, and I was shocked. I was shocked. In fact, I was amazed. Man was blown away. I had to call my husband again and be like, what? I never knew with all the things I've been doing day in, day out, everything was leading that much. And I was shocked that I exceeded my goal. And I just cannot say the joy, the fulfillment, the emotions, everything. I had to go to him and scream, Coach, see what happened. And I didn't know I was doing that much, really, because it wasn't really much anyway, but just obeying instructions. That was it that worked for me. One of my secrets is I don't miss class. Even when I'm busy, when I'm on the road, when I'm in the marketplace. There was a particular interview that happened here. I think it was Miss Wright's interview then. In an interview, I was inside the market, as in deep inside the market, and I was screaming in the market. People were wondering what is wrong with me. I'll just plug in my earpiece and I'm just listening on, because there are some things I go around with my notes. I'm driving at times, I will just park to jot down some things, because under its what will I put it? Under its discussion, under its class, there is always something ministering to you. There's always idea dropping through. So I don't like missing this class. That has been one of my secrets. Another of my secrets is to obey every of his instructions. I try as much as possible to obey every of his instructions. Try my possible best to carry out those assignments he gives to us, and be sure that I'm part of the people that is always in class. He has exposed me to a lot of knowledge that drives results. That is what Coach Laoye does. Expose you to knowledge that drives results. In August, my total earning was actually, let me just take you back a little bit. My total earning was 417,785. In October, before Coach Laoye comes in, it was 678,350. So over $500,000. But in November, my total earning was 1.3 million with extra at back. And after setting 3 million earning target for November, December, and January, equipped with achievable steps to take all those and actualize those goals with the help of coach, I was surprised in our February class where we are asked to give accounts as usual, and I was marveled when I surprised my goal, and that was it. I won't lie to you, that was it. I earned 4.3 million, making it extra 1.3 million above the 3 million we set for ourselves consecutively like that. So that is my story. Coach Laoye is real. I've not met him one-on-one, but I'm telling you, just take it as it is. It will push you, it will drive you, and it has steps and procedure that is on ground to help you achieve your dreams. That is, if you want to. It won't force you. In fact, if you like the silence, the hiding, it won't force you, but you just have to, for your own self and for your family's sake. And if you are tired of property, tired of your status quo, tired of where you are right now, you just need to take his course. That is, he's selfless in his teaching. That's another thing. And it helps you to make sure you attain that which you actually paid for. That is the thing. You can't expect free lunch. Of course, somebody giving you so much, you have to pay for it. So it's there and it's a go-getter. So if you're ready to work with him, I know I took other courses. It's not just Millionaire Strike I belongs to. I took a prison break just to break free from my machine, and I've been free ever since. I won't lie to you, I've been free ever since. My husband was like, it's been long I saw you sew. And I was like, since I've stopped sewing, is the money as the money stopped flowing in. As the money stopped flowing in, then it made me to know my worth. And right now, the kind of people that comes to me to make clothes with me are ready to pay, not just any money, not just taking it for taking sake and making them them feel as if they are doing me a favor, but rather I charge, and they people that can stay gives me that worth, give me that money that I really need. When I'm sitting at the machine, I'm not sweating or swearing and sighing over people's clothes anymore. So that's been that. Then I did 90 days to launch to help my ready to wear. We are on that now. And so that's it has been like that, and I've been enjoying it. And I'm in no time soon, I'm not going out of this coaching class at all. I'm sticking by coaching. But in fact, if possible, to Jesus come. That's
Wow. Thank you so much, Bukola. You can see I didn't interrupt you. I wanted you
Yes,
to
sir.
pour it all out so it can feel original, and people can connect to authenticity. Okay, so there were some points that you were mentioning. At the point, I was now wondering, like, is Bukola telling that story or she's marketing me? As in for real. but I've come to learn that when you're a part of somebody's success story, they will definitely talk about you again and again and again. So thank
Yes,
you so
yes,
much for mentioning
yes.
me. We have a long way
You're
to go.
welcome.
Your goal is to do 200 million, so we are getting there. So
Amen.
this is
Yes,
just a
so
scratch, of what we are trying
yes, as far
to
as my height can
account.
see.
Thank you. Early this year, I was telling people in January, this year it's about as
Mm.
far as your eyes can see. We even set up the, abundance mindset workshop to help people remove mental limitations. And I'm glad, Ali, we got
Mm.
over 200 people that registered. But this month's edition, I've not had anybody sign up. But then I'm happy for those of you that are there, because you are there for free till the end of this year. So by the time we clear up the customer attraction, the fear of customer attraction on Wednesday, you'll be
Mm.
amazed at how you'll
Mm.
be able to scale faster and even do almost double of what you're doing currently. Yep. And then we also
Yes,
deal with
yes.
the glass ceiling syndrome, where someone is
Mm.
always seeing themselves, you know, doing bigger things, but they always fall short. So I'm glad about
Mm.
that. So because I have a couple of questions to ask you, if you don't mind, then I would
Okay.
open the floor
I
for people to
don't.
also ask you questions. Now, the first of them that I would like to know is this: what were the products that you focused on in November, December, and January that did the sales for you? That's one. The products you focused on, and what were the steps that you actually took? Okay.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I know. Yeah, this kind of question is like going to stretch. It's like a jam question, German OBJ. But I just had this leading to, like, let's share, because many people will be shocked at some of the things you say. Some people are already doing some of the things you will say, and they've given up because they thought that they needed to do better. So with you sharing yours, it would help them to, go back to what has been working and stay on course. Can you please share the products you focused on in the last 3 months and the steps you took in selling them? Okay. I know we discussed. You already mentioned that we discussed.
Yes.
So let's hear from the horse's mouth. Please share with us, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Coach, I could remember when I reached out to you, I told you the kind of things I do. And most of all our classes, one of the things you are made to focus on is your best selling product. Your best
Yeah.
selling product, the product that can turn over for you easily. And one of those for me was, which I know was major pain point of my other ready to wear and fabric sellers is fabrics, bill fabrics, which I bring in regularly. Then it's how to be able to be a professional fashion designer too, about the school. So I focused mainly on my most productive product, which happens to be my fabrics business and my school, really, because I'm planning to launch my ready to wear again, but I'm not now because I'm doing 90 days to launch and I'm planning to do big comes March, my birthday, actually. So those are the ones I focused on. So what I did, steps I took were to make sure I use all the platform available to market myself, pitching my business when necessary, after seeking the approval of the admin of each group I belong to, and making sure everybody knows what I'm doing with, so that anybody, even if they are not patronizing me, can tell somebody that is using announcer marketing, so that they can help me to tell other people too. That way I was getting customers. And also, I try to build customer relationship, which you taught us. By so doing, pleasing your customers, get them to fall in love with you and introduce you to other customers, bring in other customers for you, which I've been doing mainly, and making sure I use all the necessary platforms, social media platforms. There are a lot of people that have not met with me, but keep doing business with me again and again. And I try as much as possible, to the best of my knowledge, to please my customers. I think those are the things that have been working for me. And I will sharing freely, just the same way you share with us freely without expecting any returns. I share the wealth of knowledge that I have with others freely. That has been what has been working for me.
Oh, that means I've rubbed off on you very nicely, so that you've picked my habits.
Yes, sir.
Oh, interesting,
Yes,
interesting.
sir.
Thank you for that. I mean, imagine me, we're already having a Telegram channel here or Telegram community. This one, we are on right now. And now
Yes,
me
sir.
going over to Clubhouse to create another one. And I'm like going there to also be sharing for free. But it will look stupid to people. Like, how is he going to make his money? But what people don't know is that by doing that, we are actually planting a seed in the hearts of men that in time
Yes.
to come, it's going to yield a bountiful harvest. I love that. I love that. So if there's anybody listening in here and you've been hoarding knowledge, you've been hoarding what you know, thinking that you must sell, 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 that's the only way to make money. I hope you are learning better now. This is from people that have been 7 figures here. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing that. And I love one thing you also mentioned, selling your bestsellers. This is what I usually tell, fashion entrepreneurs. You can't be claiming that you are into fabric selling, you are into fashion training, you are into bespoke tailoring, you are into textile design, and yet you can't even command 400K, 500K per month. I say, find where you are strong in and focus mainly on
Yes.
that. Then when you get enough people buying that one consistently, you can now upsell your other product, your other services, to them easily, which is something you have taken to heart and it's working for you. Thank you so much. So I have another question I would like to ask you, Bukola.
Yes, sir.
In all that you shared so far, you didn't mention anything about running paid ads, and you were still able to do 4.3 million. No, would you be that?
No, we do organic marketing, sir.
you know, I get a lot of people come to me privately and they come and ask me before they can join any of my coaching program, will I be teaching them how to run Facebook adverts? And I just have to be honest with them and tell them like, hey, you don't need to join my program because you'll be disappointed by the answers I'll give to you. So you've done organic marketing. I love that.
Marketing, yes. You taught
Organic
us that.
marketing.
Yes, organic
Please, can you
marketing,
shed
sir.
more? Can you shed more light on that, so that others
Yes,
that are
sir.
here? I hear a lot of people tell me like, I am not a social media savvy person. I am not an internet person. I'm not this. I'm not that. And I'm like, even churches that are not technical, that are not techy, they are making money every Sundays. And here you are, you are giving yourself unnecessary excuse not to make it in life. So, Bukola, please share with us organic marketing, where you understand by it, how it has worked for you, in doing 7 figures. The good news is that you have done 7 figures. I mean, you've crushed more than 3 million. 3 million was the benchmark in the millionaire tribe.
Yes, sir.
You did 4.3 million. You did not run ads. My dear, tell us the juju that you use. Oh, yeah, explain.
So Sir, you are the one that rubbed the joy on me. Okay, so it's organic marketing. I know when I joined Coach Laoye, I was actually, I won't lie to you, I was expecting that I would be doing a lot of ads on the Facebook, Instagram. In fact, I've not run any. I won't lie to you, I've not run any because I'm not. I love social media quite all right, but I don't know much about it. In fact, you are the one that encouraged me. It was after I joined you that I had to employ social media manager that's been handling one of my pages. Yeah, I had to just employ her so that the page can be up to standard with what is at work now. So it's basically organic marketing. That was one of the things we taught us. Make leverage on the facts of your environment, immediate environment right now. The people that are already patronizing you, people that are patronizing you in the time past, people that are still patronizing you, and people that are yet to patronize you. That is what you taught us, organic marketing, dealing with people that you see on a daily basis. That is approaching them, telling them more about your business and telling them what your business can offer to them, how it can better their lives, how it can change their situation and all that. And that's basically what I do, organic marketing, word of mouth, passing from one to the other and making sure the people around my environment are sensitized about what I'm doing. That helps me and telling others to help me to broadcast the good news to other people as well. Organic marketing, really. I'm building my list. I already have contacts that I'm not even reaching out to. I just have them there, not using them. I've started using them, doing podcasts, saving up people's numbers and like that. You told us how you build contacts, of thousands of people that you can reach out to on a weekly basis. I did that as well. Started building up contacts, or like before that, someone will chat me up, I will not bother to follow up. I do follow up now, ask for their name, add them up, and ask them to add me up so that they can see what I'm doing part time and what is happening, so that they can come back once you are in their face on a regular basis. They definitely remember you when they need whatever you have. So organic marketing has been what has been working for me. Seriously. I never knew it could yield multiple results on like what I've been having in the time past. But organic marketing, basically, that is one of just one like one less than quarter of what you taught us. Organic marketing, that's what I've been using. Really, I've not even done any ad. I've not run any ads so far. Just organic marketing.
Shouldn't we turn organic marketing into another course like this?
I think so, sir.
I already taught it middle of last year, but I didn't bother to be promoting it afterwards. Okay, so I'm thinking now what I will do is I will add it to the Fashion 6 Ultra online school for members of Fashion 6 Ultra, so they can have access to that. Do you concur?
I concur, sir.
We need to push a lot of people to be doing multiple six figures, Since you mentioned organic marketing, that is why I want to now add it to Fashion 6 Ultra online school. Okay? Yeah.
Yes,
so those guys have to say thank you to you. I'll go to the group and I'll tell them on WhatsApp. You better say thank you to Bukola for making it possible for me to share, that material. Okay, thank you so much. So, guys, for some of us that may be wondering, what organic marketing is, don't worry, we'll have a quick lecture.
Rundown.
Okay. Yes, right now. Bukola, you're the one that will take us through the short lecture. That's the next question I'm about to ask you. But before you carry on, let me do some small update for people here. Okay, so guys, you have heard Bukola. She mentioned things like list building, okay, as part of the things that she did. So what I did is that I screenshot my WhatsApp contact list and I shared it on the group right now. So those of us that are, listening to this podcast on Ready to Wear Masterclass Telegram community, you'll see it there. I have about 6,792 contacts right now, numbers that are saved on my phone. So I may not need to run adverts and yet I'll still make sales. That's the beauty of list building, because list building is a very important strategy or very important element in any business that is going to do 6 figures and 7 figures. So if I decide to send messages to the 6,792 people and I divide it by and only 1%, right, response, that means I'll be getting roughly 67 to 68 customers from that. Imagine if I'm selling a product of 50K and I get only 1% of 6,792 people to respond. That's 50K times 68. That's not small money. Okay? Your list building is a very important skill. Now, the list building thing I just talked about is part of the mini courses that you would have access to when you join us in Fashion 6 Ultra online school. Fashion 6 Ultra online. Pardon me. When you join us in Fashion 6 Ultra membership club. And in case you've been hearing me talk about, Fashion 6 Ultra online school, that is the online school that we created for fashion entrepreneurs to help them learn the basics of marketing, sales, and branding. Because you must have foundation in marketing, sales, and branding before you can be doing six figures. So if you join Fashion 6 Ultra membership club and you do the 3-month subscription at bronze level minimum, you are going to be getting access to Fashion 6 Ultra online school, where you get access to fashion startup course for those that are new in business, fashion starter course for those that are in business already and struggling, and then customer acquisition for fashion business for newbies and oldies. So in case you've been hearing all of those, I don't want you to be lost in the conversation. Okay. So Bukola, please, I would like you to take the floor again. Can you give us some quick lecture, maybe some 5 minutes, or more, as you're inspired, on organic marketing, what it entails from your own experience? I know you said you haven't applied a quarter of all that you've learned, fine, but the little you've applied has done 4.2 million. So that's more than enough. Can you please lecture us in a bit on what organic marketing, entails, and there's some practical examples of what you did? You don't need to share all, because if you share all, we won't get customers. So, but feel free to still share, please. I'll just say wrap. So please share with us,
Okay.
man. Yeah.
Okay. On organic marketing, one morning I woke up and after having my personal time, I could remember I went on my streets. Not that I've not been going on my street before, but in this quest now, I went specifically to introduce what I do to all the tailor within my estate, all the tailors. Because I remember there was a class we had with coach, and it was like, do you know the security at the entrance of estate that you pass uh, can be of help to you? They can link you up to the people residing in that estate. They can tell you who will be able to afford your products and all that, and they can actually help you to distribute your flyers and get customers for you. So when he gives us that insight, I know definitely everybody that will come across each day, either look at them as a customer or an announcer that can help you to market your product. So that day I went out with my car and I was stopping from one place to the other, telling them what I do. It drives a lot of people, and when they are crowded at my place, it makes other people to see that. And before you know it, some people are calling me, ma'am, I heard somebody gave me your number. I heard you do this kind of thing, and you never told me. I'm like, oh, sorry, and I didn't know you are interested. And that way, it was really announcing me to all the people around my environment, beyond my environment, and it has been really, really awesome. Aside that, coach was able to open my eyes to the fact that there are some other people having the same challenges, because one of the challenges I had when I was ready to go into my ready to wear, because I've been doing ready to wear really, but not on a large scale. But when I decided to do that last year, which I did my first launch officially, I didn't make much out of it. And one of the reasons, and I explained to him, and he was like, when I was explaining to him one of the things I had a challenge, he opened my eyes to the fact that there are other people experiencing the same thing, that it's a pain point. Pain points, really, you'll be hearing a lot of pain points, really, when it comes to coach class, and that is identifying what the other person has as a challenge in their business or as at that particular time. And if you are a solution provider to that problem, you definitely make money from it. Every problem has money attached to it. So I realized that other people are having the same challenge. And and it was like, form a platform. I said I have already on WhatsApp. In fact, I had two. on WhatsApp that I usually attend to people and all that. And being WhatsApp, it made me to realize that WhatsApp is restricting. Unlike Telegram platform that you can have as much as 200,000 people on the same platform, and you don't have to waste much data trying to post your video to two groups at the same time, which I now leverage on that. Instantly, it told me, go and open your Telegram platform and start moving those people that you have on WhatsApp, and even telling them to bring other people in, which is part of organic marketing. When you tell one person, see, this is what I do, please help me to tell your neighbor, or tell your friend, or tell your designer, tell this, tell that, and I did that. I actually did a lot of that last year, reaching out to people, family, friends. I know you can't patronize me. I know you don't need a large scale like that, but I know people that know, people that knows you that are suffering the same issue. Can you please help me to tell them? That is it. So organic marketing is basically you doing your marketing yourself, not social media marketing, not doing adverts, not running ad, but doing your one-on-one, mouth-to-mouth, talk to people, reaching out to people, making calls to people, and telling them to help you to announce your business, or post it on their status, or post it to any other place. Most people are playing with status, WhatsApp status, not knowing the importance and the kind of wealth that thing can bring to them. So if you tell them, maybe they are playing with their WhatsApp, they can help you to market your product, and then you get customers. And that was exactly what I did. I reached out to people. I went on my streets, and from my streets, they announced me to other, in my estate rather, and they announced me to other estates and other people, and people were calling me from far and near. I even had something happen recently. A lady called me that she was coming to my place. I described how to get to my place. She got to my place only for her to tell me that it was her sister in Zaria, far away north, that told her about me, and she decided to come and patronize me. That kind of a thing, and lot of things like that. So it's basically organic for me, and I've been enjoying that. I've not run any paid ads so far. I've just been using organic marketing, and organic marketing is just simply using what you have on ground to promote your business. Using what you have on ground, what is around you. Just open your eyes, you see a lot of opportunity around you. Just use that, leverage on that to promote whatever you are doing. And basically that was what I did. I was just doing my thing, and it was yielding good fruits, and I'm grateful. Coach, I hope I've answered.
You tried. You really tried. I was about to come in and say, this one you mentioned, no, you should tweak it like this, you should tweak it like that. I remember that it's a personal phone call we are doing. So I'll clarify the ones that you kind of mixed up. I'll clarify them for you privately. Well, you really, really nailed it. I love the way you were able to combine, offline and online. The offline bits, as per that time I taught you guys to be around the states, to not look down on security guards and whatnot, and all the ideas of how you can get them to promote you. I'm glad you listened to it. In the same breath, there were people that were private chatting me and complaining that it won't work. And in my mind, I'm like, what's my problem?
But coach, I told you, I said every instruction you give most times, you may just say it offhandedly, but I take it to heart and I work on it, and it gives for me. I said that before. We had this conversation before. Yes. I said most times you give instructions, not consciously, really. And when I work with it usually yield for me. That's the way it works for me, and it has been working for me. So I just try as much as possible to obey every instruction. Just follow
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. One thing I appreciate about what you shared is this. You helped me when we had that conversation to also appreciate God's grace on one's life, especially in the place of being inspired, not thinking that, hey, I know it all, so I just want to tell them what to do and what not. Sometimes, or most times, I just pray. I say, God, please open my mouth. When I open my mouth, please teach me what I should teach these people that will bring results. Because if they don't get results, they will mock me. Exactly. And I just trust God. So when I'm speaking in the class, there are times that I realize that I'm in my element. So anytime you hear people say, or Debbie tell us on the group, like, coach is in his elements, that means bros don't enter spirit. And then sometimes when people say, oh, please, can you repeat what you just said? I'll start stammering. I'm like, what? I can't remember what I just said. Go and listen to the recording. So I'm glad you were always able to pick those moments. There are members of Fashion 6 Ultra here, and I hope that they are learning from what you're sharing. Okay, because most of the times people just expect that, oh, one is going to explain everything in detail. And you know, I always tell you guys, it is those ideas that are popping in your head while you're in class that you should run with.
Yes.
That's when you get the
Yes.
best results. So I'm happy you heeded that, and then you are doing nicely. Thank you so much for sharing organic marketing, insights from your own experience, online and offline. I believe it will work
Offline.
for some people here. Okay, let me chip in something quickly. Last month, one of the strategies I wanted to use this month in getting customers was to organize fabric sellers. Fabric sellers are co-branders with me in that they are selling to the same audience as me. To a large extent, fashion designers come to them to buy clothing, and I figure like, oh, what if I teach them how to sell more fabrics for free? In return, they promote my product and they still make money as affiliates. I wanted to do that. Then I also had this thought like, oh, those that are into fashion training, okay, that we want to get more customers for their more students in their fashion schools, that if they can promote my own products, I will do free training for them this month. But along the line, I tended to change my mind. One reason being that you sold fabrics, sold trainings, and you did 4.3 million. So if I go out there to be teaching others for free, I think I'll be cheating you. That's why I didn't go out there to, to do all of those. But maybe those that are into fashion training, just a few, very few, I would open the doors for them against March. If there's anybody here, probably I don't focus on people into fashion training. It's mostly those
Yes.
into ready to wear or bespoke
Ready to
that I
wear.
do. But I
Yes.
want to do for a few, so that we can, if I help them to get more students, then it can also help me to get customers from their students. So I just thought to,
Yes.
chip in that, okay? I hope it's a good idea. It's something you buy
It's a
into.
good one. Yeah, it's a good
Okay,
one.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So now, one more question. Yes, there was a statement you made at the beginning of this interview where you talked about, doing daily confessions. I know I talked about it,
Yes.
in Paradise Ultra. So I would like you to shed more light. Now, for those of us that are not in the know, let me just do a quick, background. Early this year, I was saying that 2022 is for those that believe that is as far as their eyes can see. You
Can
cannot
see.
see with your eyes without using your imagination. And when you see things in your imagination, you need to speak them out and to declare them as if they have come to pass in your life. It is called affirmation. Okay? In Christendom, it's called confession. So I always reiterated it that no matter how good you are with marketing, sales, and whatnot, if you don't open your mouth and speak over your day, you will not get good results. So, Bukola, can you please share with us from your experience, of Fire Sales Ultra coming forward, the gold membership, and how you have been able to apply the daily affirmation, daily confession thing, and how it has worked for you. You can cite some examples, please. Okay, I have my own
Coach, I don't know.
examples, but after you.
I don't know. Okay, Coach, I don't know how I could forget my special jazz. My special jazz
Okay.
in the morning.
No
Okay,
problem.
so seriously, Coach taught us a thing. I think it started from that very day I was on that podcast that we did mirror thing. We stand in front of the
Okay, the
mirror
mirror
declaring
strategy.
and
Yeah,
yes, declaring what you
uh,
want and the kind of
that's
customer you
in
want to attract.
prison break.
Prison break. Okay, prison
Yes,
break.
in prison break. Yeah.
Okay. After that time, I and when I joined Fashion 6 Ultra Gold, there was a video you sent about affirmation. That what you want, you are attracted by saying, by confessing it regularly, both in the
Yeah.
morning and in the night, and in between, anytime you are free. And I started that. In fact, coach, me, I call you Bishop because
Thank you.
along the line, you made us to realize if you want something from somebody, you have to pray for that person. I regularly pray for my customers, the one that patronize me before, the one that are still patronizing me, the one that are yet to patronize me. I pray for them on a regular, because you said you pray for us always. In fact, you take your morning walk praying for us that God shows the result through us so that your vision can be validated. So exactly that I do as well. I pray for my customers. I go on my page, scroll up and scroll down, and pray for them, declare into their lives. And aside that, I started doing affirmation. In fact, I've told you this in secret that my husband has joined me. We do the affirmation after our morning devotion on a daily basis. And the affirmation is simply seeing yourself achieving that which you plan for that day. That is, okay, like we set a goal, you see yourself achieving that goal on that day, putting yourself in the past, putting the goal in the past tense to achieve it, that, okay, this is what I have been. Like now, my affirmation for this morning, and it has been, initially it was, I am thankful and grateful for the fact that I now earn $500,000 per day, but my husband changed it, so I am thankful and grateful for the fact that I now earn 1.5 million per day. And we've been using that, and it's just like magnet that draws money to you. We've been attracting what we profess. So we profess it on a regular basis. We profess it in the morning, in between the days, and in the night. We say it again and again. So we see what we want coming to pass because we speak it out loud. And the kind of customer we want, the kind of people we want to attract, the kind of students I want to attract, the kind of customer I want in my way, and like that. And it has been working. That is positive affirmation, because most people, that's why I encourage people to attend the abundance mindset. We have a limitation on ourselves, which was caused by ourselves. We put ourselves in a box with the words that we say and with the words of limitation that comes out of our mouth. I'm staying in so place, I can't attract so people, and this and that. I have customers. I'm thankful for all my customers. I'm grateful for all of them, all over the nation. In fact, they've made my goods have gotten to places that I've not been to before, because I affirm it. I drop them with the words of my mouth, with my confession on a daily basis, and it has been working for me. And I pray for them so that the goods does not stay in their hand, make them wealthy, goes out, make them rich, so that they keep coming back. That has really, really been working for me. I mentioned it before. I say my daily confession. That has been the best teaching so far. It has power of attraction, and it has been working for me perfectly. Thank you, Coach, for giving us that insight. I know about confession before, but in this case, I did it. I used to do it now intentionally, and it has been working for me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Bukola. Thank you so much. Well, I've stretched you beyond measure. But please, you permit me to bring more people to come and stretch you.
No problem, sir.
Thank you. We are here till 12. Anyways, it's going to be a very wonderful, Valentine for you. I was inspired by your story. This interview we are having currently, and I did a write up. I think this morning. I said, "Love without money is hell on earth."
Yes, sir.
Love without money is hell on earth. And then I wrote somewhere about, referring to you, like, imagine you crushed that kind of money, that is 4.3 million from November last year to January this year. Valentine's Day will be bam bam for you.
Yes,
you will just be chilling with the big boys. And I went further to my WhatsApp status, just to get more people to join us here. Okay. And I posted there. Now, please, let me just read what I posted here. I think I love what I posted here. Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, I wrote here, if you have not made 1 million in a month in your fashion business, you better listen to this podcast now. Why are you deceiving? You better join us now. And I'm so excited, with all that you have shared. Thank you so much for, saying things as they are. I love this part you talked about, praying for your customers. I mean, you guys know, I told you guys the financial track. I pray for you guys to get results. Yes, I pray for you guys to get results. And I say, when you get results, you would have more than enough financially to continue to subscribe, to grow bigger. People that do not pay their subscriptions, I don't bother to chase after them. I kick them out. Why? Because I know you will get results. So if you get results and you don't prioritize the platform that is helping you to get the result, then it means the person is an ungrateful person. So they prioritize money over relationship. So it's okay when next, when they now gain wisdom and they realize that, oh, you don't piss inside the pond that gives you potable water. Then maybe they would come back and whatnot. So it's an open door policy for me, with anybody. So in the abundance mindset workshop, I remember telling you guys to write down that in 1 month you will have made the in one wait oh, what did I say? I said, yeah, in 1 month you have made all that you earned in the whole of last year.
Yes.
And it may look big, it may look too big to believe. Even for me, it may look too big to believe, but the truth of the matter is that if we stay true to our confession, we would eventually get there. I remember telling you guys, I was saying that in 1 month, in 1 week, I will make what I have made what I did end in 1 month. And it happened. It happened like Joe. Here you are telling me you and your husband are now sharing, declaring we are doing 1.5 million per week or per day safe. That is excellent. Please keep up the confession, ma'am. You have inspired me a lot. Yes, day before yesterday, I was wondering, like, why is it that I've not gotten as much of the sales I'm looking for this month? And I heard in my spirit, because you have not confessed them in. So you can imagine. You are an inspiration. Thank you so much for sharing with us. So everybody listening, hope you can see now that it isn't it isn't rocket science. It isn't something that is beyond your ability to accomplish. Bukola is human like you. I am human like you. It is the limitations that we place on our minds that have been responsible to a large extent in us staying in one point, because the same effort you put in to get customers that pay you 100K is the same effort you put in to get customers that will pay you 1,000. It's as far as you guys can see. So thank you so much, Bukola. I believe somebody here who hasn't valued their own voice can now start speaking into their lives from today and stop playing with the bad experiences that surround them, claiming that it's because of my location I'm not getting customers. It's because of where I'm living. It's because of this. It's because of that. So thank you so much, Bukola. So having said that, please, I want to open the floor for people to ask you questions. I mean, the questions I've asked you, they've been honest enough and they've been open enough. So guys, if you have questions to ask, now is the opportunity. Now is the opportunity. Please, what you can do is you can tap on the mic icon in the middle of the black screen, where we are having this podcast. Tap on it and it will signal to me that you are raising your hands. I'll say an emoji of an hand being raised. Then I would unmute you so you can ask questions. So I can see Elizabeth Akinola. Elizabeth, I've unmuted you. So on your own end, turn on your mic and ask your question, please. So Elizabeth Akinola, please carry on. I've unmuted you. Turn on your mic and ask your question. So while we're waiting for her to come on, anybody else has a question to ask? Have we got anybody else who's got a question to ask? Bukola is like you have cleared the table. But it just looks like, oh, people don't want to ask questions. I see some people typing, some people are typing and introducing themselves. Oh, wow. I don't know where they got this post. Hello, guys. Okay, hello. Yeah, please, who is speaking? Your name, please. Elizabeth. Okay, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for this.
You're welcome.
And thank you very much, Matt. I've really been inspired. Please, I want to ask a question. I don't know if Coach can remember me, but I run a biscuit tailoring now. I'm starting training too. I have someone I saw from home. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
I saw from home. I have someone that want to learn. She told someone she's looking for a place to learn, and the person told her about me. but she's afraid that she doesn't want to go to a, because I work from home, she doesn't want to go to a place. They'll be telling her to go and wash clothes, wash this. So I don't know if I call her. I was thinking that there's no point calling her to start convincing her. I don't really know what to do. Number one. Number two, I have a customer that pays well before I got pregnant. So when I got pregnant, I had challenges in my pregnancy, so I stopped sewing. So during that period, she wanted to sew a top. So I told her that I won't be a chance. She doesn't stay around. I say in Ikorodu, she stay at Bagada in Lagos. So I couldn't make it. So when I gave birth, I was trying to reach out to her, but not responding. So I just got tired and I left her. So I don't know if there's anything I can do to get her back. She really pays well. It's really affecting me. I don't know what to do. I've tried to reach her, but she's not coming back. So I don't really know if there's any advice I can get.
Okay.
That's the 2 questions I have.
Okay, thank you so much. Bukola, would you like to share from your experience with us? So Elizabeth, you can mute your mic now. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. So while she responds to you, if she needs you to say something, she would ask you. So Bukola, would you like to respond to that?
Yes, I would like to. Elizabeth, I started from home too, because I can remember when I finished from higher institution, I read accounting to the precise, and I decided to go fully into fashion after having an encounter with late Miles Moreau about having passion and purpose in life. I resigned by myself, not telling anybody, because I don't want to be the story. I didn't want to be the story. So I resigned and I went into fashion fully. I had to go and relearn because I started my fashion journey when I was in primary school, actually. I fell in love with the machine and I attached myself to somebody without pay. Took me under her wings and she helped me to build my fashion dream. And ever since, I've been sewing for my entire family. Even when I was in high institution, I rented machine. I was the only tailor in the school making money. I was eating from that. I don't come home. I had my own money. So when I decided to go into fashion fully, I started at my sister's place. She gave me one room. That was where I started from. And you won't believe it, the kind of attraction I drew. I drew them. People coming, people doing stuff, not knowing where I'm staying. You can imagine if you know Ajangbaji, Okokomaiko, inside interior. So, and I'm working for people that stayed on the Highland, Lagos Island, Victoria Highland. Then I will do their stuff and take to them. Most of them don't know where I'm coming from. So another thing is making sure you have a relationship with your customer. In as much as you had that issue then with your pregnancy, the woman, after all, she's a woman too, and she's human. You would have explained properly to her and not let go of that lead. You would have continued with her. I still have some customers that reach out to me from all the way from Lagos. Now I'm in Port Harcourt, based in Port Harcourt, and I still do stuff for people that reside in Lagos and even outside the country. Continue, don't just give up on that lead. Try and reach out to her. One of the things Coach Laoye taught us is don't let go of any customer that pays you, even your good customer. I said, even as much as you're working for your brand now, trying to project yourself big, still make sure you are attached to the past. Don't let go. Reach out to her more and try and explain your predicament and tell her you're back fully, she can still be coming. Then to the students part of the thing, I know one of the things that usually get people off really when it comes to training, especially when it's all this door-to-door or small shops kind of thing, and it's not a fashion school, is the fact that they use their students to do their domestic work. I know that a lot of my students would say that they've never seen the kind of boss, because I'd rather pick up my car key and go and get my stuff myself than send my students on errand. That kind of thing. So you have to let that bridge be there. Then if you are marketing yourself, don't let it look as if you are coming to work in my house. I don't know what else to say, because I remember I was under Coach Laoye teaching, and it gave me a new orientation of how my business list should look like. In fact, I redecorated, I rearranged my business list, because it was like customers should not come in first and see all your machine on display, and see all your workers on display, and see all your students at a go. They should come in first, not knowing what goes in behind the closed curtains. That it gives you that prestige and dignify whatever you're doing. That even if you're working from inside the house, you should go outside to meet your customers. You can go to an eatery or something to meet your customers. So if you want to bring somebody into your home, please put this at the back of your mind. The person is coming into your house, it's going to see finish. She's going to see everything that is happening behind the curtains. When she comes like that, you can't tell your husband, excuse me, I'm with my students. That kind of thing. Maybe you need, if you really want to do a fashion school, you need to leave your immediate environment. If you want a fashion school, because bringing her in there, she will see everything that is happening there. She'll be using your personal convenience and maybe saying things that you don't want her to see and all that. So I would advise, if you want to run a fashion school, really want to run a fashion school, get another location for your fashion school. Or if you're going to dedicate a place, because I remember I started from 3-bedroom flats. When my sister's place would not contain me any longer, I had to move to 3-bedroom flats. So we are using practically all the places except for one room that I stay with my younger ones, which is always under lock and key. And nobody, except those that are close to me, knows that I stay inside that flat. That kind of thing. So every other place is from segment to segment. My office is there and all that. And people comes in, do their business with me, and they leave. So working from it, doing a school from inside your home, it's, for me, it's a no-no. It's not advisable because see finish will enter. And apart from see finish, you may not send her things and all that, but she may not like what she's saying. So don't try to go after that. Rather, try to elevate yourself by moving out if you want to run a fashion store. But reaching out to your customer, there's nothing wrong in having your business in your home, if that is what you have for now. Reaching out to your customer, try and reach her again and again, because such people could be the leverage you need to reach other people. So try to reach out to her, explaining your predicament. I believe she will come back to you. She's human after all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bukola. You tried seriously. You tried seriously. Thank you so much for that, Bukola. I want to chip in a few things which I think would help other people. Okay, so for Akinola, this is one of the things that I told one of Fashion 6 Ultra members. Well, if you're a Fashion 6 Ultra member, you have access to me. You know, like you heard Bukola say, oh, she always contacts me, I book an appointment, we talk. So one of us told me he's a man this time around, he's based in Ijebu. He had a customer, one of his highest paying customers in Lagos, whom he also did what you did. You know, sorry, to be as blunt and also as sensitive as possible. It's not a good thing to just turn down a customer arbitrarily without a convincing explanation that will make them even pity you or sympathize with you or empathize with you. Okay? It's not good because, you know, emotional intelligence is involved when you are dealing with people that are bringing in revenue for you. I mean, I have people that are business students that they ask some questions, and thankfully, I'm talking to them from behind the phone. If you see the reaction on my face, that moment, you will think all hell is going to break loose. By the time I talk, I'm talking in a relaxed mood, but I'm angry. If you see my face, I am angry. I just have to, like, you know, comport myself, you know, because, you know, we are humans. But the truth of the matter is this: please don't just, you know, talk to customers often. Please, Victoria, you can't speak right now. That's why I don't like muting people before their time. Can you please mute your mic, Victoria? Thank you. When it's time, I'll call you. Thank you. Thank you, Victoria. Please mute your mic, Victoria. Just tap on the mic icon and it will be muted. Okay? Thank you. I'll soon call you. Don't worry. So what I'll say to you, Elizabeth Akiola, is this: please, like this gentleman did, I told him to contact the man, the customer in Lagos who wasn't picking his call. He should send a WhatsApp message, you know, and explain exactly like Bukola has said. Explain in simple English that evokes emotion and apologize. Yes, there's no point pretending. You know why they are not responding to you. They know why they are not responding to you. Let them know you know. At the same time, do it in a graceful manner. So when you apologize to them, tell them you would want to make it up to her. Now that you have delivered your baby, you are now stronger. You want to appreciate her for her loyalty over the years, and you want to make a free dress for her. My dear, be ready to do a free dress for her. If you have ever gone through an answer marketing strategy, you will know that what I'm telling you will yield you a 100-fold increase. Yes.
Yes,
The
sir.
customer that is paying you well, paying you very well, I mean, you should celebrate them from time to time. Okay? So what you do is this. You offer to make a free dress for her at her convenience. When you are done, don't message her again. Because if you do, what you are showing is your desperation, that you trust in humans, you don't trust in God's power to bring better people your way. Because for some of us, the reason why you are not selling is because you have worshipped some people so much that you think your life cannot move forward until they buy from you. So hell with anybody who is not buying from you, but you don't show it to their face. You did, you don't show it to their face. So rather offer to do a free dress for her, and then go about your business. Then go and do a profiling of her personality. Write down a customer avatar describing who she is. Then start talking to yourself. Daily affirmation. I called for customers like Mrs. This and that, who love this, who love that. Call them forth. You get results. Above all, join us in Fashion 6 Opera, and then you learn more. That's it on our own end. Okay, so to others that have unmuted, some of you have asked to be unmuted, okay? And I've given you the opportunity to unmute your mic and ask questions. So who wants to take the floor? Victoria, you can now unmute your mic and turn on your mic and then ask your question, Victoria. I've seen your question, but you can turn on your mic now. Oh, NJK seems to have beaten Victoria to the mic. So NJK, please, I have somebody here whose number is saved as NJK on my phone. Can you please speak now? You've unmuted your mic. Can you continue and ask your question?
Yeah, it's actually thank you, Coach. It's actually NKJ.
Okay, MKJ. Okay, I'll save it. I'll correct the number. Thank you, sir. Please carry on, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. So it's more of the question that I have.
Okay.
Let me start by telling just a brief story of my predicament. So about last year, I ventured into the ready-to-wear niche. I was only making dress shirts for male. I'm only a male fashion designer. I don't do female.
Okay.
So I went about, purchased fabrics for my ready-to-wear. Bought in tailors from Aba who were really good in making dress shirts.
Okay.
So with the hope of making shirts and markets, so more of boutiques, and the shirts were more of this vintage, and some of them were office kind of dress shirts. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So at the long run, after the process had been finished, everything finished and packaged with the name tags, everything, I went off to marketing, and then I engaged these boutiques one-on-one. I went to the store one-on-one on person and marketed my goods to them. But to my shock, none of them responded. They were only telling me that they get stocky shirts from Turkey. Some of them were bringing shirts all the way from overseas into Nigeria, and they don't actually buy from Nigerian brands. Even some of them saw the dress and they were like, man, this dress is good, but I wouldn't buy this. I have someone that sends for me dresses from Turkey. I have someone sending dresses for me from Italy. I have someone, and I was so discouraged. With the car I hired for the marketing, I just had to, after working for like close to 4 hours, 5 hours, around town. I'm in Port Harcourt. I do this thing in Port Harcourt. So I just had to go home, and ever since then, none of them gave me a call back, and that's where I'm actually stuck at.
Okay. Okay.
So
Can
I
I?
don't know. What do you think about it? Is there thinking about it?
Please, coach, allow me to talk, please. Please.
Okay,
Before
please.
you come in.
Okay, I shall allow. Okay, please, continue, please.
No, I said allow me to talk. Let me talk to him. Please, if you
Okay,
get
okay,
me.
please
Actually,
talk.
that's the
Okay,
Okay.
that's
MJK
the
Bukola wants to address
NKJ,
you.
NKJ, just join 90 days
NKJ.
to
Yes,
launch.
yes, man.
Yes, join 90 days to launch.
I
That
should
is
what?
my advice for you. Join 90 days to launch your ready to wear. That's my advice for you. Let me tell you the reason
Okay,
why. Okay,
okay,
I
I'm listening.
started, like I told you from my story, I started in Lagos. I was working on the highland before I resigned. So already I have friends amongst who as working class friends already. So that was where I started from. I was actually going out for all these my friends and their colleagues. But along the line, I got hooked to these boutique people. Man, till date, my
Okay,
money is still hanging all over millions. They will collect your goods. You know, they don't pay you instantly. They will collect your goods, sell your goods, and be paying you in bits. Some of them will tell you, bring more so that I can use to sell the remaining goods, and they will not pay you. Till date, a lot of boutiques are still going in Lagos. So don't even, when you are into ready to wear, don't go by boutique whatsoever. And coach, I know you are here, but of a truth, even if behind your back, I will say this to anybody that cares to listen. It has a workable procedure on ground that will help you to launch your ready to wear successfully without relying on any soul whatsoever. Can you get me? You
Yes,
don't
I'm
ma'am.
need to
listening, man.
rely on anybody. You don't need to rely on anybody to come and take. You don't even need to look into onto your family members. Need to look into your friends to get your goods sold. Not only on this Nigerian platform, but on other international platform. I'm telling you the truth. I launched a real big launch, officially launched last year. I was looking at the friends I had, the kind of my kind of influence in my area, the kind of people I know. You understand that kind of a thing because I already have crowd. I'm talking about a school that have already graduated over 1,000 students. So you can imagine the kind of influence I have in my locality and all that. And I run that ready to wear. But I will tell you, I fall down flat on my face. I told coach all about it. Because after spending such money, you ended up have to beat down your prices just to please people. You ended up have to do some kind of charity, dashing out your goods that are worth money. That if other people have seen outside would have jumped at it and carried it off you with good paying good money. If you get what I'm trying to say. Because I rushed ahead thinking I know it all. But going through coach teaching now on 90 days to launch, I learned it's a different ball game entirely. That you can actually succeed without relying on anybody except God. With the help of God, you can succeed. So my advice to you, I'm telling you for somebody that has been there, is forget those boutique. Forget your family, forget your friends. Your friends will even want it for free or at discounted rates. In fact, if possible, they'll take it off you for free. Forgetting the fact of all the things that you put into it. And just attach yourself to the, thank God there's a bonanza on ground, 90 days to launch. That is my hope for you. I tell you. Thank you, coach, for allowing me to talk to him.
Thank you so much for promoting 90 days to launch for us. Imagine I've not even talked about it since we started this podcast. Well, MJK rather, like Bukola already said, right? 90 days to launch coaching program kicking off next week, Monday, February 21 is the place to start. Yep. We'll start off with 1 week of 4-hour classes, Monday through Friday in the morning, where you will learn the 8 steps you will need to take to launch successfully and do over $1 million in sales. Okay, and then apart from that, I call that the abundance. Pardon me. I call that the millionaire launch workshop, followed by 12 weeks of coaching, mentoring, guidance till you launch successfully. Okay. So if it's within your budget, today is Valentine's Day. There's Valentine's Day offer for you to pay 35K instead of 50K, and you will get in on that coaching program. By tomorrow, it reverts back to 50K. with an option of 2-time payment. So, MJK, right? Are you still online?
Yeah, I'm online.
Okay, sir. Like Bukola already said, please let me be honest with you. You made a mistake going to boutiques. I understand you're trying to use an international approach. It doesn't work in Nigeria. If you want to do anything ready to wear and succeed in Nigeria, you have to build your own brand and your own systems to succeed. Otherwise, you will lose all your money. I mean, imagine you creating beautiful shirts, going to the boutiques, and they're letting you know that, hey, you did an excellent job, but they don't like buying Nigerian goods. Can you imagine in our own country? But that's the reality. I know people who are into ready to wear. They go to get all of those, labels that say made in Turkey, just so they can sell. I mean, I heard of somebody in Oshobo or thereabout, right? Yeah, I think in Oshobo or Akure. She comes to Lagos to supply children's wear, and the stockists in Lagos, those boutiques, tell her to put labels stating it is from Turkey, because the woman's dresses are even better than the ones they import from Turkey. So they still sell those same dresses at the price they sell the imported ones, making double or triple profit. Yeah, it happens. So that's to let you know how we in Nigeria, those that are in the value chain selling, boutiques and all, they tend to make the business tough for fashion designers, unfortunately. So in my coaching program, I teach you the whole spectrum, from learning to design and produce to marketing and also selling, not just selling locally, selling internationally. The ball is in your court, guy. You can go for it. Now, I would like to know those shirts you have already. Are they still available with you? Are they still in stock, or what have you done with them? Because this is a painful experience, really. I'm feeling for you. MJK, please. Are they still with you? Do you still have them in your warehouse?
Actually, what happens to these things over time is, she starts giving some of them out at discounted prices and just to cut losses.
Okay. So that means most of it you've already sold them and knocked down prices.
Yeah, just give away prices.
Okay. Do you still have plans to start again?
To be honest, Coach, I'm an upcoming fashion brand, and I invested a lot of my whole savings in that business at the time. So I haven't been able to recover from it, not yet.
Okay.
So
now, can I say something quickly?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Don't dwell on it for too long, otherwise you will give up on fashion in the next 6 months. I'm speaking from experience. Yeah. Don't dwell on it. Yeah, he that is down needs fear no fall. So what else can somebody that is down do? Look up and then get up. Okay? It becomes part of the fabric of your success story eventually. Okay? Yeah, I'm speaking to you, man, no man. Yes, man to man. Don't dwell on it. Yeah? I remember some years ago, over 10 years, I was working part-time somewhere, and I was saving up money to pay someone to go and market my training programs to private schools. And the guys siphoned all of my money, promising heaven and earth rather. At the end of the day, I ended up printing proposals and doing photocopies. Me that started with colored printing. At the end of the day, I sold photocopies as training materials. But we are still here today. So, bros, please don't dwell on it too long, okay?
Okay, can I say something?
So, please do.
Something happened along the line during production.
Okay.
There's this guy that was referred to me by many. When someone has been referred not just by one person twice, but 10, he's that good. I got to know him from a bar, and he works mad. I've not worked with more people, but I've worked with quality people. So this guy is good. But what happens is the guy was stealing from me even while producing clothes.
It's normal. You just had an
You
experience of
understand?
entrepreneurship. Yeah.
As in, he was stealing from me. Why he would make the clothes like I would have one particular shirt like different like 10 different sizes, so he would just sneak in like 2 or 3. He did this thing for up to about 15 shirts, and I was not able to recognize because the shirts were like mini. So the whole experience, it's still I'm still in shock actually.
Okay,
Something
let
that
me
happened
quickly
to me
chip.
last
Let
year.
me quickly chip this, Uncle, and then we can take on other people's questions. First and foremost, please don't ever do ready to wear on a large scale when you are just starting out. You don't start a new business big. You start small. Then you watch. You see where your opportunities are. You see what your best sellers are. Then you pump more of your finances into the one that you see is doing well, and you expand from there. You don't just start big. You did a lot of things wrong, sir. Which is why I always tell people that if they don't invest in business education that can show them the business side of what they want to do, they will learn from hard experience. And not many people recover, to be honest with you. Not many people recover. I pray that you are going to recover fully all of the things that you've lost. And then in time to come, when you start doing millions monthly, you just laugh at it like, oh, you mean I spent so and so amount and I thought it was big money, but it's down to as far as your eyes can see, in spite of the negative experience that has surrounded you. Okay? You don't start your ready-to-wear business by hiring tailors all the way from Aba and mass producing. So wrong. Even if you have to hire tailors, you hire 1 or 2. You build up. You don't even yet have a customer base, and you are going to mass produce. That's serious today. You are using though.
So it was not like 20 tailors.
Okay.
It is not like 20 tailors. Just one tailor, one guy.
Guy. Just one tailor you brought. And then you had this problem. Bros, talk to me privately. Do you have my phone number? Let's talk on phone. Okay, so I'm dropping my number on the group right now. 090-5213-7213. After this session we can talk, okay? But I would encourage you, if you have 35K, drop it. And then let's turn everything around for you by the grace of God, okay? Thank you so much, MTK. I love your story. I'm glad that you spoke up because you've inspired other people that have had similar experiences and they've learned from you. Thank you so much for trusting us enough to, share. Thank you so much. So I have someone here who has been raising her hand the whole time. Let me try and bring her up. Okay. So please, those of you that have raised your hands, now it's that I've also unmuted. Please turn on your mic and ask your question. Bukola, please, you pardon us. We have already steered the honest nest. People are now coming out and speaking up. So please, you have become my co-coach today. So who else has got a question? I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Good morning. Your name, please. We can hear you loud and clear.
My name is Abebi.
Abebi, okay.
Okay, so I just joined the link, so I'll go straight to the point. I'm interested in the 90 days launch, but my challenge is I still have a 9 to 5. I actually teach. I'm a teacher, but I have yes. So this sewing thing is sewing is a side thing, but I'm interested. I don't know if there are arrangements for people that still work, because my profession won't allow me, join in the morning. Join the session in the morning. I think every question I want to ask, I believe that will be answered during that 90 days launch. Also, I want to know, during the 90 days launch, are we going to have access to like maybe mentorship, maybe assigned to mentors, or should I just poach Coach Bukola now to mentor me?
Okay, beautiful questions, ma'am. Beautiful question. Bukola, please, can you help me answer, baby?
And maybe
I mean,
this that you want to coach Bukola now to coach you. Okay, Abebi, you are very welcome. I'm happy you are here with us. So what I would say is your job does not stop you from following your passion, really. And with time, I tell you, when you start making millions, you definitely drop that job. So in the meantime, I know that when coach coaches us, it's always recorded. So you can definitely get the recording afterwards. It's always on the platform too. So maybe later in the day, you can take your time, go through and do all the exercise, because there's always exercise and some questions you need to answer. And since you've explained to him from the onset that you can't join the morning section, he will maybe give you a concession. Then, as per coaching, it's coach that will coach all of us. He has been coaching us, but I'm here for anybody. You can ask. I know there are some people on this platform that will have heart to heart and one-on-one with. I'm always available in any way that you need me to come in.
Thank you so much, Bukola, for sharing that. Abebi, please, I want to now add to what Bukola has told you. Now, it's easier to believe somebody who has gone through what you want to go through, because they will be able to share with you from their own perspective, from their own experience. But because if you listen to me, I'll do everything to ensure that you join my program. I mean, I'll convince you, okay? But I want you to have that peace of mind that, oh, I'm in the right place. That was why I said, Bukola should please answer you first. Now, the other thing I would like you to know is this, my dear. When you join the program, it's not about lecturing. I'm not interested in lecturing. Really, I'm not. We've done 4 batches last year. I've kicked off. January edition is ongoing. February is going to start. We're going to be doing this every month, because part of the roadmap to raising millionaires in the fashion industry is to help people successfully launch ready to wear. That's part of the roadmap. That's why I'm doing it every month. Okay. Now, the thing is this. I am more interested in people that will go through these resource materials and apply what they are learning. Let me shock you a bit. One of the new participants in the February edition, he is in the United States. Yeah, Dallas to be precise. He paid up last week. He paid 50K full payment last week. And I gave him access to the study materials. And I said, you can start studying the materials and start applying them. Do you know that as we speak right now, he has gone to register a new company, not a business name, new company in the US. He has already gone through the materials on niche building, and he has come up with a new niche and a new, brand name that meets his need exactly. Do you know that this fella, as I'm talking to you right now, he works with Pfizer in the US. As I'm talking with you right now, he has already created his survey form, his online form on Google, and he's already distributing it to do his research. This bros has launched ready to wear before and lost all of his money in the US. So it's not a new thing, people saying they've lost a lot of money. This one lost money in dollars. He's now on the platform. He's in paid employment. I told him you don't have to be in class. Listen to the recordings, participate. You have direct access to me. Okay? People chat me up privately, and I look for a convenient time to talk to them, or I let them know, send me voice note, and I'll respond when I can. But people that are in my paid programs, you have access to me. So, Abebi, I hope you've gotten some answers. Now, I would encourage you to also check out my YouTube channel, please. We did a podcast some weeks ago where I invited 3 ladies that did over 1 million in sales when they launched their ready to wear. One of them is in paid employment. Her name is Kate. Kate is a banker. So you can imagine working from morning till evening. She said it's the evening hours that she, it's the evening hours that she works from 7 p.m. or so till 10 p.m. every day just to meet up. She did over 1.35 million. I mean, we're talking about one week. The first 1 week, yes, she said she did 1.4 million. Was crazy. So it's possible. However, please don't just be a silent member, because all of this will not be possible if you're a silent member. You need to reach out. I'll book you a convenient time for you and me. We'll talk on phone. I'll advise you on what you can do, okay? While you are still in paid employment. I do it for a couple of people, like the person in Texas and whatnot, and they're able to now fit into the program successfully. And if you are living close to me, you're in Lagos, okay? We'll look at the weekend, one of those weekends. You can print out the workbooks, do them, then book an appointment. We see at a public place, usually a Domino's outlet. And then maybe for 2 hours, I'll help you look at it. What I'm after is people that will get results so that we can bring them here to come and tell their stories of how they did $1 million. We have to shake the foundation of the fashion industry. We have to do it. And time is already going. I mean, we're already in middle of February. And one more result. So, baby, hope I've been able to convince you. Mentoring, you have it. I hope you are convinced, baby.
Yes,
are you going to take advantage of the Valentine's Day offer? Or you want to do the two?
No, before the end of this session, I'll make my payments.
Oh, interesting. Beautiful. Now, the thing
is... register on that meal.
Now, please,
Coach Bukola, you're already a mentor, my mentor.
So you can private chat Bukola, so you can take advantage of that. I mean, we're doing well. So Bukola, can you see? You're already cashing out. Interesting. Bukola is the Laoye Curtis partner. That's an affiliate partner, and then we do things together. So, Femi Akimu Relay. I hope I pronounce it well. Please, I've unmuted you. You can now turn on your mic and ask questions. So let me quickly address some of the questions on the group while I wait for others to turn on their mics and ask questions. Please let me quickly look at some of the questions. Yeah, Victoria is asking, what can one do to get more viewers on WhatsApp? Very simple. Save more people's numbers and get more people to save your numbers. Because it's only people that save your number that will see your WhatsApp status. So you get to save people's numbers and they save yours, okay? Right now, I'm on a campaign reaching out to over 6,000 people on my contact list, trying to get as many of them to save my number as possible so they can see my status and they can, when I send broadcast messages, they can also receive. I hope I've answered that. Wow, Temi is saying, all I can say is wow. Thank you, ma. Okay, so another quick question is Flourish Stitches is saying how much sales to project from 200,000 naira monthly, to how much, since I said earlier that you cannot jump from 100k or 200k to 1 million monthly. Yes, that's true. So Flourish, if you're already doing 200k monthly, you should be aiming for 500k first. That's the next benchmark you should be before you can jump to 1 million. So that you don't break your health. I'm not saying that you can't do 1 million in a month. You can. But may you have the health, the sound health, the good health to enjoy the money. Yep. So please, 500k is the benchmark that you should aim for. I mean, look at Bukola's story. She said she was already doing 498,000, 600k, 500k. She was already doing that. So it was easier to leap from there to 1 million, So that's what I would encourage that you do also. Aim for 500k. And if you want me to help you aim and achieve 500k, please join us in the silver membership of Fashion 6 Ultra. So that's 26k per quarter. Yeah, when you do 26k per quarter, you get in there and then you get a lot of goodies, to guide you in achieving 500k. So when you hit 500k, you can now scale to 1 million. Hello, please. This is why we don't like muting people. Femi Akimulele, you've unmuted your mic, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I was still talking, but please, you can carry on anyways. Carry on.
Sorry about that.
No problem. But there's noise in your background, though. If you don't mind, maybe you can change location.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry about that.
No problem, sir.
Just like the previous speaker said.
Yes, sir.
Doing a paint job and at the same time running a fashion business is a bit tedious from the personal experience. And sometimes when I listen to people speak, just like speaking, I find it difficult to believe it's achievable to maybe increase your sales and all that in such circumstance. Let me take my serve as a case study. I
Okay.
teach, just like she said, I teach.
Mm.
And I also run a fashion business. I work during maybe after school hours and all that. But
Okay.
sometimes I discover that my income in the business is not too encouraging based on
Mm.
my output.
Okay.
Because in most cases, I work alone, and in the area where I stay, many of our youth these days, they are not interested in working. You get them to work with you as stylists, within a few weeks or within a twinkle of an eye, you don't find them again. And you end up doing the job alone. And it
Okay.
really affects it really affects the income. Now,
Okay.
in such situation, how as somebody who works alone, how do I increase my productivity and at the same time, or resultantly, increase my income, just like you are trying to teach us?
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for that question. Can you please now mute the mic so that the background noise will not interfere while I share some insights with you? Bukola, do you want to share something or should I just carry on?
Carry on, sir.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Okay, so Mr. Femi, the first thing is this. You have to take a break from your work and plan. You have to take a break from work and plan, because success in the business of fashion or any business or any enterprise you set your hands to do is 75% planning, 25% execution. Okay? 75% planning, 25% execution. Yep. Now, planning is where you plot everything out, in terms of, who are the kind of customers I'm looking for? How do I get them? Online, offline. When I get them to order, how will I handle production? If I want to handle production, what are the things I should put in place such that my day job will not affect the production? So those are the two things. Okay, getting customers is one of the things you should plan for, and number two is production. How are you going to handle production? Now, if you are working alone, then you need to look at your working hours. Okay, you need to look at your working hours. What hours do you have to yourself after you are done with the work? For instance, are the weekends free for you? If the weekends are free for you, then you already know that you're going to have to use your weekends to do customers' jobs. So you can use the rest of the week, Mondays through Fridays, right, to build your online presence and also to do organic marketing, mostly online and a few offline. Market runs, maybe you can do them, in the evening when you're back, or maybe some of the weekends, or you delegate somebody to do it. Or in a case like, Bukola who does fabrics, you can just plug into our own business to cater to those kind of needs for you. While we have that on going on in the background, you need to also ask yourself, if the weekends are not free, how can you still find time during the weekdays to meet up? You need to answer those questions. If you don't answer those questions, don't start your fashion business. Otherwise, you are just hustling. And last I heard, hustlers hustle. They may not break free from the hustle. You want to break free from the hustle because you want to build a business enterprise. Now, that's one. Another thing you need to consider is your business, the type of business you do. So type of business that you do. You need to consider that also. If you are doing bespoke tailoring and you are in a paid employment, it's a no-no for me. Yes, it's a no-no for me. We have to be realistic with each other. If you have no choice than to do that, fine. We know you have no choice. So it means that your journey is longer than an average person. But beyond that, you can't comfortably combine bespoke tailoring and paid job. Because even if you hire tailors to work for you, who is going to oversee them in order for them to deliver a good job? So you're going to have problems like MKJ mentioned, hiring somebody to as tailor who is stealing from them, even while MKJ is there to oversee the work. How much more you that you are not there to oversee the work? So these are questions that you need to answer. If you can answer them, then you can move forward. If you can't answer them, then you need to get a coach that you can do clarity session with, who can help you clarify your intentions and help you come up with a roadmap. It's gonna cost money. If you can afford it, fine. Now, aside from that, I've talked about the type of business. So the best type of business that you can do if you're in paid employment is one that does not require you to be doing oversight functions, performing oversight functions, hiring tailors, them to be overseeing the job. That's where ready to wear comes in. With ready to wear, you have total control over the type of clothing you want to focus on. I was talking with a lady over the weekend. She's in a paid employment too, where she's working with all these apps that loan people money, right? She's working with them. They pay her 50K a month, and she's been on this platform, and she's been so inspired by what she's learning on this platform. She wants to resign from her job, and I wonder seriously, she must not dare leave her paid job until she's earning twice her current salary from her side business. Otherwise, poverty will finish her. And I'm glad, she listened. I gave her some ideas of what she could do, to help her achieve double the current income. And I told her, amongst other things, join Fashion 6 Ultra Bronze membership. You will learn how to sell there. So, sir, for you, I don't know if you are doing bespoke tailoring. So if you are doing bespoke tailoring, you are already in a world of mess. So you need to plan your production hours. So if weekends are free for you, you then use weekends for your work. I mean, you're not going to be the first person to do that. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, the billionaire today, right? Jeff Bezos started by doing a paid, a day job, then working on Amazon during the weekends. A lot of big entrepreneurs, that have become tech giants today, they worked in paid employment while building their dreams during the weekends. So you are not going to be an exception. But if the job you are doing is not taking the weekends from you, bros, you don't need anything. What you need is deliverance from that job. Just go and pray for God to open new doors for you. Get to a better job that will give you time to focus on your side business. Otherwise, you are trapped. You're in a rat race. I'd have to be as honest as possible with you. I hope you've the answers I've given. I hope they are helpful. Please do let me know. I'd like to hear from you.
Definitely.
Okay, sir.
I'm pleased.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
You're welcome, sir. So if you want to know about ready to wear, you can look into my ready to wear on a budget course. It's just 5K. That would open your eyes. You have an understanding, because before you do any business, please go and get the knowledge of the business side of that business, so that you don't learn the hard way. The hard way is you waste money, you waste time, you waste your energy before you now learn things you could have learned in a book or in an online class. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Okay, so guys, you can see we are touching live and answering questions. We have a couple of questions that are here. Oh, we're supposed to shut down by 12 already. Can you imagine? And there are questions here piled up. Oh boy. Bukola, please, you have a question here from Opoyemi Bamodu. She says, I want to ask, how much is advisable to start a fabric sales business? And then she's asking also that will space be something to consider before going into that type of business, or is something she can run from home? Can you please shed light on that?
Okay, it's something you can run from home. A lot of people are running it from home. So space is not an issue whatsoever. It's how to project your business. Then as per capital, it's not really capital intense. You just have to start small, then you build from that. That's as simple as that.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Bukola. Okay, I mean, a couple of people are here complaining that they've had a similar experience with MJK. I'll just plead with you. If you have the funds, join us in 90 days to launch so I can clean all of this mess up. And you'll be awesome. It will be awesome. Okay, Bestie. Bestie is asking for how she can raise her hand. All you need to do is just tap on the microphone icon in the middle of the video chat, the black screen. You will see it at the bottom of your screen in the middle. Tap on it, and then I'll see your hand raised. Okay. So please, is anybody here that is still raising their hands that I have already unmuted? Let me know, so that you can ask your question. Okay, Bestie is raising her hands. Okay, so I've allowed you to speak now. Bestie, you can now mute your mic and ask your question. Then Nkechi Okechukwu, I'm also unmuting, allowing you to speak also, so you can unmute your mic and ask your question. Same for Flourish Stitches. Okay, so guys, ask your questions quickly, please. Yeah, please, who is speaking, please?
It's Nkechi Okechukwu.
Okay, Nkechi, please carry on, ma'am.
Okay, let me just quickly. Thank you so much, sir, for all you do. I always join in the free trainings.
You're welcome.
So my business idea, I've started it. I've gotten a few orders. My business idea is I do Ankara print winter jackets, puffer jackets, winter jackets, sweatshirts, things like that. But my target market is abroad people. So
Okay.
I want to know if I'm based in Nigeria here. I'm in Lagos. I want to know if the 90 days to launch would be beneficial to me, because, as I said before, my target market is abroad people. So will I be getting tips on how to market to these people as well?
Okay. Well, Catherine is in Ibadan. She works with a radio station in Ibadan. So we have people that are in paid employment here. Catherine is making t-shirts. Our target audience are abroad people, and she's going to be using Adire, Ankara, and the likes, in what she's doing. In fact, she already got an opportunity to showcase her product at a fair in Canada. She shared with me, wow. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. Let me see. I vetted those people, and I saw how they ran things, and I realized that, they are legit. I think it was going to cost $150 or so to have a stand there, somewhere in, is it not Toronto or Montreal in Canada, either of the two, And then applying what she had learned in class, she has already gotten several people in the US that are helping her to do research already. She's gotten somebody who owns an online store in Canada who is ready to sell for her, and said she should take her time to do her research and whatnot. Because I told her to tell the lady that she's in a coaching program where they are being taught how to do it and do 7 figures. And the lady was marveled, and then was like, oh, please carry on. I'm looking forward to it because I see you are serious, you have a vision. So from this answer, these things I've shared with you, man, is it possible for you to still achieve it if you join us in 90 days to launch?
Yes.
Aha, so you got to answer. So don't hold back. Just join us immediately. So are you going to take advantage of the Valentine offer, or you want to do the full
so who does
offer?
not like a wolf?
Okay, fine. Take advantage of that. Do the payment. Send me the proof of payment, and we'll add you. It's getting interesting. Thank you so much, guys, for trusting us and asking questions. Okay, so Bestie, you're welcome, ma'am. So you can mute your mic now. Bestie, unmute your mic and ask your question, please.
Good afternoon, Coach, and every other member who is available.
Good afternoon. Oh, yeah, man, sir.
I actually wanted to... Bestie is a man's coach.
Wow, interesting. Nice to meet you here. I'm glad the men are showing up now.
Thank you very much. Just a few inquiries before. If I have 2 basic issues. First, actually, I'm into senator wears and paramilitary military uniforms, which I make. I'm into paid employment, but by the grace of God, my work for the now gives me so much time. So I'm trying to leverage on the chance that is given me. But one of the issues is the time I spend on this tailoring is not commensurate to the money I'm making in the business, and it really gets me very worried. Now, first and foremost, a client I made a dress for connected me to somebody that gave me quite a number of uniforms to make. Now, this person, before then, he gave me about 4 pairs of clothes, senator dresses to make for him. Then, after which, he brought that contract. Now, I was looking for a way of compensating to say thank you. Now, I was thinking, allow him not pay for the job he gave me a good thing, or getting a material and making another dress entirely for him? Because getting a material and make a different dress for him will be cheaper for me. Whereas if I say you shouldn't, okay, I will go for that also.
Yeah, because at all times try to avoid a situation where you would lose money. Do you get? So since you can make clothes and that one will not kill you, bros, make more. In fact, make 2 for him if you can. Because you know it's just time that it will come. I said that in your business, try and avoid situations where you'll be losing money.
Okay.
You know, in the name of trying to, please a customer so you can get more jobs. Rather, use what you already have, okay, to your advantage. And in your case, you can make clothes for him. Please, you can do 2. Blow their mind. If you know that person is someone that keeps bringing you good, excellent jobs, okay, blow their mind. You dig?
Okay. But
another thing you can do is
he should pay for his own.
No, I thought you said you want to make for him for free, right? For his own.
No, as in he gave me 4 pairs of dresses to make.
Yeah.
For him. I've not done with that yet. I'm considering whether I should forfeit the payment for the dresses to compensate, or I should he should pay for the dresses while I make an extra one, get material and make extra dress for that, for as a way of appreciating him.
Oh, tell him that you would like to make 1 extra dress for him as a way of appreciating him.
Okay.
Do you get? Use that.
Okay.
Then can I ask you a question? Can you do an extra one, making it 2? But that extra one that you're making is now not going to cost you a lot. Maybe it's just maybe top or box or shorts
in addition to that one.
Yes.
Okay. I think I can do that.
Good. Why I'm saying you should do that is that you are creating a wow experience for that person. They will see you that you are not influenced by money. But the truth is that you want your money. No, be so.
Definitely. I want my money.
And then you want him to become a customer that is paying. Not one that will not be taking advantage all the time. Exactly. But when you are giving and you're like, I'm giving you 2 more free. The second one is not something that is expensive to do. You would be amazed how they would appreciate you, because in their head, what they hear is that you did 2. But in reality, it's only one that you really did well. The other one is just like Jara that you attach to it, and you'll be fine.
Okay. Then secondly, coach, like I said earlier on, I'm actually in paid employment, but I have so much time at my disposal right now, which I'm trying to capitalize. But my time is not commensurate to what I'm wanting to make from fashion. Now, for the record, I confidently make 70 to 100K. I can make 70 to 100K in my fashion business, but I think I can upskill better. So, and from listening, why I've not actually used social media to my advantage for a while, because I've been sewing for a while, but I needed a situation where I had all what was giving me issues in place before I actually come up and try to sell myself more. And now I've gotten to that point. But the challenge now is old customers, I'm finding it difficult to upscale my prices for my goods, which I think when I was doing less better, the prices still remains the same as how it is now. Upscaling, changing the price is one big issue. And also, you have said someone who is within that range of 100,000 going to $1 million will be difficult. Yep. So I wanted to know, what are the other plans you have in place that can cater for people like me? Now I'm actually sewing alone with just one little assistance from my fiancée, and we intend to go
God bless her.
big.
God bless her. Now I have a question to ask you, sir.
Okay.
That 70 to 100K. Have you made 100K at least 3 times in the last 6 months?
If I've made 100K in the last 6 months.
As in monthly, as in the last 6 months, have you made 100K in 1 month 3 times?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good. Good. Then the next income bracket you should be aiming for is 500K.
Okay.
Now, if you want to do 500K, it will not fall on your laps. You will do marketing. If you want to do the marketing, number one, your pricing has to be cleaned up. You already have customers that don't want to pay old, don't want to pay new rates. It's normal.
The truth is, coach, I've not actually tried. I'm only just being scared of going up.
You are smart, sir. You are smart. That's a smart thing. Okay. This is where fear is helpful to helpful in helping you become a successful business person. A foolish person will just raise their price and then say, I don't give a damn, especially if they don't have any alternative in place. A wise person will have an alternative in place before they increase their price. You know that if you know that these customers, if I raise my price and those people say they won't so close, hunger will finish you. Oh my bros, don't go and tell the devil. Oh. Just do your day. Oh. You think? So what you do instead is this. You will hold on a second, please. So what you do instead is that you will learn how to get customers. That's customer acquisition. That means the skill you can learn. So when you learn that one, you will now apply the new price to new customers that come. Those ones, they've never experienced you before. Okay?
Exactly.
So see finish is not affecting you in that situation.
Okay.
So what we'll now do is new customers, you are going to be applying the new price until you get a few new customers that now earn you more than enough for you to now tell the old customers, this is my new price. If you don't want, sorry, I won't be able to continue doing business with you. Flourish Stitches, please, can you mute your mic for now? You are interrupting our conversation. Thank you. Thank you. So, Bestie, hope you got that right.
Yes, I'm with you. Very well, coach.
So that's what you do. You don't just increase your price overnight. You increase your price to new customers. For old customers, you can tell them that the price has increased because of the economic situation. And you tell them, but because they have been loyal customers to you, you want to give them special discount, at least for now, so that it will not choke them. Bros, when you talk like that, people will reason with you. Now, the increment should not be something that will make them scream, ah. If they scream, ah, you are in trouble. There's no two ways about it. So that's what you do, sir. I hope I have answered your questions well, sir.
No, you didn't answer. So now, the aspect of, yes.
When it now comes to growing your income, like you asked earlier, I would encourage you to join Fashion 6 Ultra. Now, the membership level where I work with them to do 500K a month is called Silver. The fee there is 26K per quarter. That means once you pay 26,000, you don't pay again until the next 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, so before you now renew, because what I do in Fashion 6 Ultra is this: we start with helping people to do 100K. When they start doing 100K or and above consistently for 3 months. So if somebody tells me like, oh, in the last 6 months that I've been on your coaching program, I've done 100K 3 times, I'll tell them that they are right. What it means is that if the person does marketing or not, at all, 100K will still enter. So it means they develop that income earning capacity. It don't date their body with that. Now, after that, and I tell them, aim for 500K next, then everything will be shaking for them again. Because they will not have to be doing new things, testing new waters that they've never been before. You know, it's only natural. And then they may do from 100K, 150, 300, and on until they get to 500K. So when you are at 500K, we're now talking about you now going for 1 million. Now, the only situation where everything I've told you guys today changes is if you join us in 90 days to launch. That 90 days to launch is for those that are doing ready to wear, please. And the goal is, I want you to launch successfully. I want you to do 1 million or more when you launch. Does it mean everybody will do 1 million? No. But the minimum you have to set is 1 million. So if it's giving you sleepless nights. Yes, sir.
I want a quick one. If you're ready to wear, I want to be sure we are on the same page.
Yes, sir.
Ready to wear is you do collecting material from people, you get your materials, you sew and you sell.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ready-made clothes. That's ready to
Okay,
wear.
coach. Wanted
Yes,
to be
sir.
sure we're on the same page.
Yes, sir. So it's in that coaching program running for 3 months where we now break all rules and go like, hey, the minimum you aim for is 1 million. Whether you make it or not, it does not matter. But since you're already thinking about 1 million, in 3 months, something will change for you. So that's the only this situation, where I emphasize on 1 million. And I tell people, if you're not ready to put in the work, don't join. Because
Coach, let
it's not
me
a
just
get
give
rich
a
quick scheme.
quick testimony for those who are listening.
Okay, sir.
Early this year, when we started this year, there was one of the normal discussions in the group where you talked about setting a goal for yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I was like, okay, this January, I want to make a million. Okay, there were some people were writing that day. I said I want to make 100,000. Sorry, 1 million naira in this January. I don't want to know how, but I just know. I haven't asked my fiancée, to also provide the same thing. She was laughing. I said no problem. About 2 or 3 weeks later, I kept that affirmation for about 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Not in less than 1 week. This job I'm doing right now, a client, the man I talked about, he called me and told me that he introduced me for this job, that there's somebody that wants to make uniforms, 100 pairs. He felt that there was nothing he could do for me than just to link me up. So it's left for me to either do it or not. And to be frank, that's the first job I ever got in that kind of skill. Though the job didn't come in 100 pieces, they broke it into chunks, but at the same time, I made about 200,000 in a month. I've started the job, which I intend to complete. The part of it is we are still in the process of it.
And you're in my free group, bro. Move to the paid group, Joe. Bukola you say, wow. You see?
Eating lunch, free lunch here.
Free lunch here, man. God bless you, bestie, for sharing. You just made our day.
The power of affirmation in one's life, and I have taken it upon myself that henceforth, that's why I said, let's see what we can do to upskilling. I need to get into, you said the silver group.
Yes, sir. That's 26K.
Okay.
Yeah,
Coach,
that
you
would
just
help
got a new student.
Oh, awesome. Please, you have my WhatsApp number. Please, can you chat me up on WhatsApp after class?
That's the one you posted in the group recently.
Yeah, the one I posted, yes. And then please drop your number on the group so that I can also save your contact.
Okay, Coach, I will do that right away.
I'm so excited. Do you know the funny thing, Bestie, with what you have just shared now? You just inspired me not to give up. I started today and I was asking people to tell us, what they've learned on this platform, how it has helped them. Nobody bothered to speak.
Before I could speak, you started talking already. I was just about talking when
when I
couldn't see how to raise my hand. Yes, you already started, so I just decided to chill.
Okay. Oh wow! Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Really I personally really appreciate the good work you're doing, and honestly, we need to make money from fashion.
Yes, I mean there are billions to be made from fashion. You guys are going to be exporting. You are going to be exporting before the end of this year, big time.
God
you're going to have your online
Amen.
stores. You are going to be shipping to the UK and whatnot. That's what I'm putting them through on the Millionaire Tribe right now. I mean, Bukola can
right on, Bishop. Right on, Bishop.
So guys, we are going to be doing it. Like play. That's what we're talking. And as you guys have come to learn from me, I don't like forcing people to buy my products or sign up. I don't need crowd. All we need is just a few testimonials, because in some high places they will hear this story and they will say, can you be our consultant on an international scale? So guys, if we can look deeper into what we are doing here, we are just trying to change lives, and there's nobody that sows into people's life that will not reap lives also. I want customers, I give freely. When I give freely to people that I know that need what I'm doing, I will reap a harvest. And a shocking thing, Bestie, let me just chip this in too. I will post and send broadcasts to over 2,000, 4,000 people. It is people that did not even receive my broadcast that will chat me up and say, sir, please, I want to sign up for your 90 days to launch. And I will just be laughing. Yet I have to do the posting. I have to share. Whereas when the sales come, it doesn't even come from the marketing I do. So there's more to this life than just knowing how to post on Facebook and Instagram and then, making noise up and down saying that you're a designer this, you're a designer that. The success you are looking for is inside you. The money you are chasing after is already inside you. Why don't you just settle down and look for how to bring it out? That's my job, helping you bring it out. So thank you so much for sharing, bestie. Thank you. So guys, before we take on any other person for the question and answer, again, let's go to the group and attend to some of the questions that have been asked. Because those of you that are turning on your mic to ask questions, you guys are enjoying. So Joy is asking that she's talking about, let me read what she's written. Please, I have a question. In my case, I have a customer is so for with the family. She sold for the family. The first order she made for the woman was impressed with it. And then she made a second order for the woman, which she did for the family. She noticed she didn't wear one of the dresses she made even before she sent out the second order. That means Joy noticed that the woman didn't wear one of the dresses that she made for her. And then the woman said, more orders. But since she received the second orders, she has not heard from that woman concerning the ones she promised to send for herself. Instead, she asked Joy to make something for the mom and dad, but not herself and the kids. So I don't know what could be the problem or what to do. Please, your advice. Joy, get on the phone and tell her you would like to talk to her when she wants to seek her advice. Yep, tell her that. So when she gives you the time to call her, if she says, oh, we can continue the conversation, what you should do is this. Ask her that I noticed that you have not, asked me to make for you, even though you've asked me to make for your mom, your husband and your kids. And I'm curious, ma'am. I hope that I have not disappointed you. Ask. Please, when you ask, the tone of your voice is very important. You must not in any way infer arrogance. Okay? Ask in a way that sounds gentle, because a gentle answer turns away wrath. It's in the Bible, so you can as well apply this. Okay? So when you do this, wait to listen to her. If she has nothing to say, like, oh, no, don't worry, there's no problem, my dear. Even if you feel there's trouble, leave it, okay? Leave well alone. Because what I'm seeing here is that for the woman to have told you to make for her mom, for her dad, for her mom, right? And her dad and the kids, okay? It means that you are still in their good book. So, and I sense that you are being worried unnecessarily. That's what I sense. I may be wrong, which is why I say you should talk to her. But beyond that, please don't let any negative thoughts take root in your heart. Otherwise, you will build a negative energy that will push the woman away from you eventually. Because if somebody is not asking you to sew clothes for her, but she's saying, make for my husband, make for my daddy and my mommy and my children, what else are you looking for? She is still your customer. Abi Bukola, what do you have to say, please? Let me reason the matter.
Coach, you are correct. Yes, you are correct, Coach. She's still your customer, so you just need to talk to her to find out why she didn't wear the ones you made for her. That's all. And let her clarify that. You are correct.
Exactly. Oh, thank you so much, ma'am. So, Joy, I hope you've gotten the answer. If Joy is not here, she can listen to the recording later. Okay, so we have another question from Nkechi. Okay, she says, Nkechi, let me just read Nkechi's question, because sometimes it's difficult for me to play rules. So Nkechi is saying this: my business idea is Ankara print winter jackets, nice thick warm puffer jackets and sweatshirts. Oh, my target market is abroad people. Oh, I've already answered you. Yes, you can sell abroad. Definitely.
Yeah.
It has been answered. Yeah, that's true.
Sir, please, I just wanted to add something.
Oh, please do your name, please, so that we know who is adding
I'm
something
still
beautiful.
Nkechi.
Okay. Carry on.
Sir. Please, I just wanted to ask again. I know you've answered my first question. I wanted to ask for, I know you said that the last guy should join Fashion 6 Ultra.
Okay.
Silver.
Is it?
Yes,
Is
silver.
it for? Okay. Yes. So in my own case, it's not like I'm just starting fashion. I've been sewing, but this one is it's just a new business idea I came up with.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like I want to just scale with this business idea. So I should still do the 90 days to launch, right?
Okay, let me quickly
I'm already
clarify for
making
you.
over 200,000 monthly.
You're already making over 200,000 monthly. My dear,
With
move
my
to
regular,
silver.
no,
With your
with my
regular.
regular, because I've not done ready to wear. I've not done ready
Okay.
to wear. Yes, I just
Okay.
sew for people. I know I joined one of your classes one time where you said we should not look down on our work and we should be confident enough to charge our happy price and all that. So yes, I put all of that
Awesome.
into practice with my made to measure that I do. So I had to up my
Wow.
prices, and also yes, I'm already making up to 200,000 monthly, but not from ready to wear. So this one I'm doing now is what I want to start. This puffer jacket, this Ankara puffer jacket is what I want to start my ready to wear.
To wear around, okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So
beautiful.
should I join the 90 days to launch?
Okay, hold on, please, before you carry on. Bukola, what are we going to do to these people? Okay, I would arrest you. I'm so happy with what I just heard right now. And Bukola, every week I'll be asking them. I'll be asking them if I
This
just ultra.
It was early last year even. We did one other ready to wear on a budget. I was not even ready to start my ready to wear, but I just know that I put in a lot of the tips you gave us.
You gave you then,
and
it made your business beautiful.
It did.
Beautiful. I'm so excited. You know the reason why I said you should just pause. Yeah, Bukola, please carry on.
They are we should be collecting gate fee. We should be collecting gate fee before they enter.
Seriously.
That one now.
These people are enjoying here.
Wow. I'm so excited. Exactly. And you know the funny thing, I'm not even taken aback or feeling bad about it. It's only validating what we are doing here that it's working.
Exactly.
Seriously, because the only thing I've been having in my spirit that we should start talking about, whether people like it or not, is to talk about doing 1 million monthly. That's the only thing in my head right now, like I'm supposed to be talking about. So any people now say they are doing 200K from the free class, the one they learn, it's now making it very obvious that doing 1 million will come very quickly to many people. If they are already doing this with the free classes. I'm super excited. And now we need to go and talk to Fashion 6 Ultra members, those bronze members. You know, I was telling them, you guys, you think because you are paying for 13K a quarter that you are all right, you are doing all right, you are doing fine, you are cheating me. That by now you ought to have been doing 500K. Now, Nkechi has proven me right. Thank you, Nkechi. So, Nkechi, this is what is there. Are you still here, Nkechi, please?
I'm still here, sir.
Okay. Now, when you join, what I did is that for people in the 90 days to launch, right? People in the 90 days to launch coaching program that do full payment of 50K or 45K, right?
Yeah.
What I've decided I'm going to do for them is I'm going to upgrade them to silver. Yep, for 3 months. I will no longer be putting them in bronze. Because the silver membership is helping them to do about 500K. You know, Fashion 6 Ultra is a bonus to you if you join 90 days to launch. So for people that take advantage of the Valentine's Day offer, they pay 35K. They get only 1 month bonus to Fashion 6 Ultra Bronze. They get 1 month bonus. They don't get 4 months. Those that did the full payment got 4 months. Okay. So Fashion 6 Ultra Bronze. So what I now did is that those of them that have not done the full payment, because some of them are wondering like, Coach, are you mad? Are you crazy? We pay 50K, we pay 45K, and this guy is going to pay 35K on the same thing. So what I decided is I'm going to upgrade them to silver. Because it's in silver, I now teach how to do Facebook adverts, Instagram adverts, to augment what you're already learning in organic marketing. Okay, so you have a choice to maybe do the 45K, which is the early bed. Wait, to early bed has expired yesterday, but I can give you room to still do 45K. That's just 10K extra, and then you will now be part of them. Beyond that, please, if you do 90 days to launch at the Valentine Day offer, right, you only get 1 month of bronze membership. Now, you need to be there for you to know that what we are doing here, all these ones I'm calling them is looking like one fictitious product or what have you. You need to be in Fashion 6 Ultra for 1 month for you to see that what we are doing here in the free classes is child's play compared to what we are doing. So even if it is bronze, you are still making good. Okay, but for your level, with what you are saying, you are the one that has cost me. You are the one that has forced me, Nkechi, to push those that did early bird payments to silver. So if you want to join them, you can join them. So you don't have to pay another fee. Okay, you don't have to pay another 26K. You just know I've paid 45K and that's giving me this bonus. Because if you join us with the 35K and I say, Coach, I love that silver. I say, you have my bank account number now, transfer another 26K. Do you get? So
yes, sir.
you can take advantage of that, man, and you'll be awesome. So I've locked it down for you at 45K instead of 50. Is that fine for you?
Yes, sir, that's fine. I always just clarify that it will not make sense for me to just join
that you
Fashion 6
clarified
Ultra
now.
immediately.
Yes.
No, because you know how you told that guy to join Fashion 6 Ultra. Me, I don't want to jump anything because I've not started ready to wear at all. I'm just
okay.
doing.
No, for him, he's not going into ready to wear.
Okay.
He just wants his own income to grow. That was why I asked him, has he done over 100K steadily? At least 3 times in the last 6 months, and he said yes. And I said 500K is the next level he should be aiming for. So silver will do the job for him. Yes, ma'am. So it's my mandate that I'm after, and the mandate is to raise millionaires in fashion by all means necessary. So if this is going to help me to achieve my result faster, I'll gladly do it. Because once you start doing 1 million, do you want to start making less?
No.
Good. That's when I now tell you, can you join my millionaire tribe? And I'm like, oh, it's 250K. But 250K will not now sound like your house rent, your this money, your that money. It will now look like, oh, at least I did 1 million now. It will not kill me now. Worst case scenario, can I pay 150K now? And in 3 weeks, let me balance. And then we say, oh, fine, do that. Do you get, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
So now, see the way I'm calling big money now. Some years ago, if I call the big money, they'll slap me. Have you seen when they slap people over the phone? So that's to show you that we have also grown. So I want people to grow with me. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Nkechi, for asking.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate that, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, yes. Ayomikpo Temitope is asking. He says, do I have platform that aids getting staffs at affordable price? I have done my best to try and bring people on this platform who help people to get tailors. So if you want their contact, you can send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll give you a contact of Kesi Abiola. She's into the business of helping people get tailors. For me, I don't want to delve into that. I have a lot on my plate already. Okay, but my platform is open. If there's anybody who can harness the resources, come up with a way of getting tailors for people, I'll gladly promote you. I'll gladly give you the platform so people can know you. But I don't want to be a jack of all trades. Oh, he's into bespoke, he's into ready to wear, he's also into income growth, he's now into tailor. No. Let me stay where my calling is. Everybody will make it at the end of the day. Okay? So I hope I've answered that. Victoria has been awesome helping us, write some of the key points here. Okay. Wow. Bukola, please. There's the question I'll need your help with here, please. Femi Akimorele is asking again. He said, how do I deal with my clients who enjoy withholding my money after delivering their work? Can you please shed more light on that, please?
Femi, thank you, Coach. Femi, the thing there is collect advance, 70-80% advance before doing any customer's work. They don't pay you advance, keep their clothes, help them, create a wardrobe for them and keep their clothes, or you tell them to take their clothes home if it's getting too much in your stock. So that by the time they come to pick the clothes, they balance you. No taking of clothes without collecting your balance. I've worked with that for years and it's perfect for me. No taking of clothes, no advance, no sewing. That's the way forward.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. So you guys, you've heard from someone who also makes clothes. I don't sew. I don't sell fabrics. All I teach you is how to make money from, what you do. However, those amongst us that are in the business, in the thick of it, like Bukola, they will be able to share insights, from angles that I can never see it from, no matter how knowledgeable or wise I am. Okay? So thank you so much, Bukola, for keeping that in. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of beautiful things here. So can we quickly bring on Olanike Oluwatowoju? Olanike, please, are you still online? Can you unmute your mic, please? I want you to tell us your story. I love your story from last month, January edition of Fashion 6 Ultra, and how you were able to blow. And then the ones you have already achieved this month. Can you please quickly share? Yeah, I would allow you to speak now so you can then turn on your mic and speak. So I've allowed you to speak, please. So unmute your mic and speak, my dear. I'm allowing you to speak to after Olanike. So Olanike, please blow our minds. I love that story you shared. You inspired a lot of people in Fashion 6 Ultra.
Wow.
So
good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, thanks for affording me this privilege of speaking. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, last month. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
It's loud and clear.
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, thanks to my madam too, Madam Bukola. She's one of my mentors here. Thank you so much, ma. Last month, yeah, I'm into fashion designing and sales of fabric. Majorly, have not started. I don't have much customers right now for fashion designing because I just finished my fashion designing training December, to be precise. So I started marketing my fabrics, and lo and behold, with what coach has taught us from everything he has taught us in the classes we have gone through, the training and all that, marketing, and majorly what Madam Bukola also spoke about, that we should speak to our business every morning. So I do that. It was getting to like the end of the month, around 21st January. I was like, God, what is happening? But I already stated when coach told us to write down the goal, what we want to earn for January. I wrote 150K. So I was like, I've not even made up to 50K with what I've sold on fabrics so far. So what will happen and what is happening, I don't really know, but I just, coach has said it that as far as our mind can see, wherever that customer is, let the customer locate me. I normally say those things to myself, to my business every morning. So one day like that, a customer she has been on my group. I don't even know her. She just started making inquiry about the fabrics I sell. Okay, how much is this? How much is that? How much is this? So lo and behold, we got to seal the deal. She ordered for products worth over 300,000 naira. So that was why I could even make sales over that 150K that I stated as my goal for that month. And for this month, I know God is at work. That's all I have to say for now, sir.
Thank you so much, Olanike, for standing up to speak. I'm so inspired by you. Now, do you know that when you shared your story, right, it also encouraged me too. Can I tell you a secret? Yes.
Yes,
sir. Last month, the first 2 weeks of the month, I'd already done all the sales that we made in December. And we're talking about 7 figures in December. By middle of last month, by 15th, 16th, I drew my bank app, my statement of account, for my business in one of their accounts, right? And I'm like, in just one account, we've already crossed, the whole amount we earned in December and even more. This month, it doesn't happen like that.
Wow.
I do have my statement of account and I'm like, oh, we've already done a quarter to, I think about a quarter or close to half or so. And I'm like, and I wanted to do double. Then it dawned on me like, if Olanike could experience last week business breakthrough, before the end of this month, I'm going to get 10 people that will sign up at 250,000 for the Millionaire Tribe.
Wow.
And in less than 3 months, they will be doing $1 million monthly. I just decided it will happen. So, and I'm like, okay, what has worked for people? Can you imagine? I'm the one that taught them. And I ended up searching for what has worked for people. And I remember Bukola saying, our husbands and I, they are now saying 1.5 million per day. I say, Laoye, what have you been saying? And I'm like, I need to open my mouth and I start speaking over my day. So, I wake up in the morning and I just thank God. And I'm like, wherever they are, 10 people are going to call me and say, we've heard that you help people. This is what I'm doing. And I will say, this is what you will do to get results. And they will say, this will work because we can sense it from the answer that it will work. Can I make payments? 10 people. Will happen before the end of this month.
Amen.
And if it doesn't happen, I'll not keep myself, but it will still happen. Because we'll get what it declares.
It is as far as our mind can see. So don't say if it doesn't happen. It will definitely happen.
So, guys, those of us that are here listening to this conversation, you're not in Fashion 6 Ultra. Please don't mind us. I'm having the best time of my life. When I shut down Fashion 6 Basic in December 2020, a couple of people thought that was the end of me in business. Like, yes, what is depending on a monthly basis, receiving subscriptions is going to shut down. Well, who cared? I knew that I needed to reinvent myself. I sought for divine direction and I got the direction. Go and focus on ready to wear. Raise people to make millions in ready to wear. And we started. And along the line, another direction came. Start your Fashion 6 coaching again. But this time around, give it a new name. And let it be beyond 6 figures that you're going to help people to accomplish. And today, almost 150 people there right now. And we are still growing strong. Okay, we're going to raise millionaires in this industry, but I won't be the millionaire alone. No. We will be a committee of millionaires. So having this conversation, coming here to talk with us is because money is not the priority now. The time was when we needed to make money. Money is not the priority now. It's the lives we want to touch right now. So please, all of you listening to me, by the special grace of God, you will operate your businesses from a place of rest. It's my heartfelt prayer for you. On a Monday morning, you have spent more than 2 hours with us here. We are gisting, really. We started with, interview podcast. It has turned to gist, question and answer session that we don't pamper. But we are not restricting ourselves and complain. Thank God, Valentine has candlelit dinner, so you don't turn on candles in the afternoon. So we still so we might as well catch trips, now answering questions. So thank you so much, Olanike. This is not the last testimonial you will share. I'm still going to invite you to come and talk about how you crossed 1 million also. Just watch this space. I'm so excited. I'm so excited with all of this. So anybody else that have unmuted your mic, okay, I've been requested to talk. Can you please turn on your mic and talk? In fact, I'm happy Catherine is here. Catherine, I talked about you to was it not Nkechi? Nkechi wants to sell abroad, and I told her your own story too, as per your presence in the 90 days to launch. So you've been an inspiration already, even while you were not here, Catherine. Thank you so much. I can see your write-ups here. So who else is on? Please, your name and then your question.
Okay, Flourish. Madam Grace, please, Madam Grace wants to talk.
Okay, after Flourish, Grace will come on. Okay. Grace, please, after Flourish, she has been waiting long. After Flourish, you will come on, Grace, please. So Flourish, please, quickly.
This is Flourish teaches from Ikorodu. Okay, can you hear me, please?
Loud and clear. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. I'm into bespoke tailoring.
Okay, ma'am.
But I noticed, like last year throughout, when I make clothes for people and I put it on the mannequin, a lot of people that pass by will just come and ask, please, are you selling this? Some of them are actually even ready to buy at the spot. But I'll like, it's for a customer and all that. They will now ask, can we, if we bring fabrics, will you make this for us? I'll say yes. Some will not come back. Some people even come and ask questions like, please, we want to check this store for more of this on the mannequin. We will now tell them that, no, we made it. It's like, wow, are you sure you made this? We thought it was a boutique. That's why we wanted to come and check for more and all that. So that gave me an idea that I could actually be making some and sell, as in buy fabrics myself. So, but there had been work back to back like that. So I've been buying fabrics. Anytime I see any fabric that I like, I'll just buy and keep. So usually January is not as in the rush, is not as much as other months like that. So I tried making some this last month, January, and believing God, praying and all that. So there was a particular freeway. Somebody came, and I was not even in shops. It was one of my students that was in shop. I was in the church, so she called me and was asking that the customer is asking for a last price. Eventually, she sold it. So I was like, wow. And usually, I made some last year actually, but the thing was not really, people would just come price and go. So we made another of that same cloth the girl sold, and I'm surprised that people are still coming for the same thing. And it's a free wear that's in one size all. So what I want to ask is, now I've been part of so many of your free classes, and I've learned that you need to write out your, as in your first what do I call it now? As in, if you want to start a ready to wear, you need to outline the things you want to. I've forgotten the name now. As in your first set of clothes that you are selling, as in that you are launching. Let me just put it like that. Your collection, yeah, that's the word. That's what I was saying. So the question is, does it mean that if, in fact, the first person that bought it is not even on a big size, maybe like the way the girl described, maybe like a size 12, 14 thereabouts, and the woman that wanted it again now is like size 16, 18. So what I'm asking now is, does it mean that could fly, as in, if different people like the design, that could it be part of the collections for the launch? Because I've registered for the ready to wear now.
Okay,
the 90 days to launch.
You registered for the 90 days to launch?
Yes, I've paid for it.
Oh, really? Oh, yes. Seriously? When did you do that, ma'am?
I paid the deposit 2 weeks ago. Then last week I paid the balance. And you have. Okay.
I sent you your link. What's your?
Yes,
Abimbola, right? Abimbola what?
Abimbola Alakaba, yes.
Oh, Alakaba. Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
God bless you, ma'am. You have answered your question. To your long. Okay. That should be the number one cloth in your collection. That's your bestseller. That's what I usually tell people. If you want to do ready to wear and you already have existing customers, look at the kind of clothes they usually come and order from you all the time. Your ready to wear collection you now want to release, like you telling them, like, you people should not use work to kill me. I already have the dress, I've sewn it, it's there on the rack. Go and pick the one you want. That's the sweetest way to sell and make money. If you don't know what your customers want, you will not do research. Do you even know that the one that they are always ordering from you, you should be asking them what other styles they want the same dress in? Maybe you should put nets, you should put this, you be asking them
using different fabrics.
You would ask them, then they will tell you, like, can you make it in so fabric? Can you add the bishop collar? Can you put this? Can you put that? That's to tell you what they want to buy. You will, oh my God, you'll be sitting.
And the reason why I decided to let free wears be most of what I'm doing is, some of the ones I made last year, you actually see a customer that is interested. The problem could be size. I would have loved this, but it's like probably it's too big or it's too small. So the thing just came to me that okay, let me look, and I also do embellishment, as in after sewing clothes. Sometimes it could just be plain clothes, as in English fabrics. So by the time we stud it with stones and all that, or put a pattern of stones on it, some people will even be sending, they see videos on my WhatsApp, they will start sending questions like, is this lace? I'll say no, it's an English fabric. Why is this looking so different? It's looking, sure you understand. Yeah. So that's just an originality that I just try to like, okay, how can I, then sometimes I try to like do things like how you can sew your English fabric clothes and you can wear it for dual purposes. Like if you are going for a party, the same fabric, the style, if you put hair tie, it will look like a native. And if you are putting on hat, it will look like an English, as in clothes that can pass through all locations like that. So that's that. But the another issue is location. Someone once said, if your location is not right, you can relocate. But relocating has also got to do with expenses, as in maybe the area you are going is even expensive.
Let me quickly come in. We have other people to also ask questions. We have to wrap up soon. Flourish, you know what I'll tell you? Most of these things you are saying should be discussed in the coaching group, not here.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Number one thing is this: from today, when people come to you and they like your dress, appreciate them. Thank you so much. Thank you. Show them you appreciate the fact that they even came and they are interested. Then ask for their WhatsApp number.
Okay.
The sales is done in follow-up. It's not when they show up.
Okay.
That's part of list building. I won't say more than that. The rest you will learn in the 90 days to launch. Okay. And then the one you are talking about, location, relocation, forget motivational speaking. No, you don't want to enter BC. The reality is this,
Okay.
You can be in your Ikorodu and you'll be shipping to the UK every week. How about that?
But I've really gained a lot because of the new customers, like what we were advising the guy this morning. I've done that this year. A lot of the new customers, I beefed up the prices. So as in a little higher than before, and it has really helped. So they are seeing that the least amount this person can collect is this amount. You understand? So that has really helped. So thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. So let me quickly address this wonderful lady before Grace will now come. Beatrice says she's in Kaduna. She's a fashion designer. She has not earned up to 10,000 naira. Her environment pay is very low. She has started to leverage on Facebook and WhatsApp, but she has not gotten results. Where do you start from? Start from Fashion 6 Ultra. Beatrice, if you can chat me up on WhatsApp, only you, please. Any other person listening to this, I won't attend to you, please. Beatrice, if you can chat me up on WhatsApp, I'll give you 1 month access to Fashion 6 Ultra for free. So let's get you started from there, okay? Ali, that will be a soft landing. Please, no other person should chat me up for free access. So, she's the only person because she has asked and then she has received. Thank you. Drop your number on this group so I can have your number also. Then chat me up on WhatsApp, okay? So that's where we'll start from. So, Grace Ibeneme, my wonderful friend from Cameroon, can you please unmute your mic and ask your question? Thank you. God bless you for your patience. I really appreciate you so much. So, Grace, carry on, please. Carry on. Well, we can't hear your voice. You are far away from your phone. We are far away from your phone. Feishayo and Rioke, I've allowed you guys to speak. So, Grace, I can't hear you. You are far away from your phone. Are you using an earpiece? If you are using an earpiece, you need to remove the earpiece. Okay?
Are you hearing now?
We are hearing you a bit now.
I don't know what the problem is.
Grace, can you type? Can you type? If you can type, I will take time. I'll read your question out and I will attend to that, please. We can't hear you at all. Yeah, I can't hear you at all. Please type. I'll give you that special privilege. I would attend to your question. I'll read your question and I would answer. So, thank you so much for your patience, Grace. I'll be expecting your question, please. Grace, the Feishayo and the Rioke or something. Can you please unmute your mic and ask your question now?
Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, Feishayo. I saw your face finally on Clubhouse when you joined the room.
Oh, you
Thank
did,
God,
right?
looking sexy. Yeah.
Even though, Coach, we are neighbors, but we cannot see.
Can you imagine? It is well. I've been promising you, but I'll definitely come to your place. The day I'll come famished so that I can finish all your food.
No problem, sir. No problem. Okay, so quickly, what I actually wanted to say is that it's not really a question. It's just like an affirmation of my experience so far with your coaching, and
Okay.
I believe it's going to encourage other people also to also be on the train that we are on. And also very soon I will also tell my stories of being one of the millionaires. Okay. Amen. So I have, like I told you, that I've always been your friend for a long time. When Laoye started,
back in the day.
And I've always been taking it for granted, in the sense that I never for once, I see the post, I see everything, but I never for once said, oh, let me know what is happening here. Not until somebody somewhere just added me to this group. Somehow. I don't know how. And she just added me, because the way I did my Telegram, you can't just add me to any group except I allow you to. And all of a sudden, I just saw myself.
Somebody somewhere.
It's not you. Bookie baby, it's not you. So somebody else actually did. I didn't even know Bukola also, Black and Green, was also in the group. In fact, I even have some of my family members. My family members were on the group. Yes. And so all of a sudden, that was when the group was still 5,000 something. And I just went to check the members, and I was seeing people. I saw Bukola, I saw some people. I was like, for these people to be here, that means there is something very interesting about this group. And that day you were having a free class. And there and then I made deposit for my 90 days to launch. And it's another ball game entirely. Let me tell you, everyone that is listening to me, whatever Coach Laoye teaches you, it is not only for your 90 days to launch. It is something you would apply to your day-to-day business. In fact, the way I run my business now is very, very different, on another level. I have other businesses that I run, and it's a very, very different thing. Because for now, for my launch, for my own ready-to-wear launch, I'm still doing my survey, and the kind of answers I'm getting from my survey, in fact, I'm like, oh, really? Does that mean I've been limiting myself in some aspect or something? See, I would appreciate if you all go out, as in you register for the 90 days to launch. This is not marketing, no. This is a testimonial. It is a testimonial. It is something that you would be able to apply in other businesses. And also, for the lady that said location does not restrict you. In fact, where I run my business, I don't have anybody that I make clothes for there. I do not. My customers are not in my vicinity. Do you understand? So please register for. In fact, Coach, you are only following 90 days to launch. there are other of your products now. There are other products that even if you cannot afford the 90 days to launch, you can afford other things also that will be beneficial to you. That is it. Enough this month, though. I know that we will be a lot of us will be millionaires. Enough of 10,000 naira, 10,000 naira monthly gain. Enough of it. It is true. It is enough of it. I would appreciate it when we hear people, oh, I made 200,000 naira as profit. 200,000 naira for somebody that used to make 10,000 naira profit before. It is something. And from 200,000 naira, you rise to 500,000 naira. In fact, you will even make more than my friend Bukola. Bukola, I'm chasing.
Wow. Thank you so much, Feishayo. I mean, you came in unexpectedly from that angle. But I mean, it's legitimizing all that we're doing here already. Thank you so much for sharing. Like, I mean, it's not about the number of people that are here. It's not a crowd. Nobody needs a crowd. We just need a few desperate people who are ready to make their lives count. That is what matters. That is what matters. When I had it in my mind, like, hey, we have to be telling people they can do 1 million a month. It looked like, what would people say? What if they come at me? Like, when we started, was it not late last year? And I was talking about, becoming a millionaire in fashion. And a lady just came up and said she wanted to ask a question. And the first thing that came out of her mouth was, how much do you earn? And I was just laughing because I'm like, it's like this one doesn't understand. So by the time I told her 8 figures, it just blew her head off and then it just shut her up, because some people think that we are here to joke or we are just playing, we are playing with words. We are not playing with words. We are here to make things happen. Also, I mean, for the life of me, anybody who wants to continue doing free classes with us, be our guest. While we are inviting those that are in the pay class who are now doing millions to come and keep sharing their testimony. In life, there will be bystanders and there would be achievers. You are the one that will determine which you want to be. Because I read somewhere in my Bible, I can't tell whether it's Ecclesiastes or Proverbs or Psalms, but I read there that there is a thing common to the rich and the poor. And that thing that is common to them is that God made both of them. That means the rich man and the poor man, God created both of them. So the question in my mind is, why did one end up rich? Why did one end up poor? And in my meditations, I found out that it was down to their decisions, their choices. So you choose whether you want to continue to suffer in your fashion business and maybe going from one free training to the other, or you want to work with those that are getting results and helping people to get results. So it's a thing of choice. Very soon I'll be doing Oyinbo people now, as in proper white people that will be coaching very soon. So just watch this space. So guys, thank you so much for all that you have shared. I'm looking through the group to see if there are more questions. Oh I love some of the comments I'm reading here. Catherine has said a lot of prayers here, man. She's saying that it is 15 people I'll get, not even 10 people that will pay 250K per quarter for the millionaire stripe. Amen. And Catherine is going to be going ballistic really in our business. So guys, it's been an interesting experience here. If I should read all of the things that you guys have written here, head will be swelling really. But then let's stay humble, okay? I mean, let's just keep it humble on the low key. I'm so glad that you guys took time to be here. I'm so glad that you are still here. I mean, we started at the peak, we had about 60 people. Right now, we still have 57 people in class. What does that tell us? It shows that we are giving tremendous value. Grace Benjamin has not asked a question. Maybe she wants to private chat me. I'll be fine with that. Now, someone here is saying she wants to private chat me. What's her name again? I saw the lady. Okay, Ronke. Okay. Ronke, can you please, guys, I want to seek your permission. Can you please unmute your mic, Ronke, if you are still here, and talk to me right here? Because if you come into my inbox, I may not be available. And I don't want to look like, oh, I didn't attend to you. But if you still want to come to my inbox, please, either you send a voice note or you type what you have on your mind. Okay, all those people that like coming to inbox and just typing hi, hello. I don't know whether they don't have etiquettes, they don't know the etiquettes of chatting with total strangers. You give salutation, then you introduce yourself, you tell us what you want, and the one would respond. Okay, so please, Ronke, I don't think she's here again. I'll just encourage her. Send me a voice note. If you are sending me a voice note, please, any voice note that is longer than 2 minutes, I will not listen to it because I have a lot of things to attend to at the same time. I'm able to come here and host this kind of classes because I have control over my time. At least today is an off day for me. Mondays are usually off days for me. So that's why I'm able to be here. Tuesdays, it gets crazy, mad because of classes and whatnot. So having said that, guys, we need to be wrapping it up. Please, if you have not joined my clubhouse room, yeah, I would encourage you to join. Okay, it's called Fashion Millionaires Room. Yeah, that's the name I gave it. I mean, let's speak, the future as we want it. So I'm looking through my WhatsApp chats right now to try and dig up the link to the clubhouse room. So we are going to be starting that platform on Friday with Project 7. Yes, Project 7. Then tomorrow on the platform of my wonderful friend in the industry that introduced me to Clubhouse, that is my beautiful Sidikat Folami, Orebo as we call her. I would like you to join us tomorrow, okay, to learn how much you need to start your ready-to-wear business, your ready-to-wear clothing line. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be talking about, budgeting. So I've shared the link. And then on Friday, we're going to be talking about Project 7, earning 7 figures or more in your fashion business. So on Clubhouse, we'll be talking big numbers. Here, we are still encouraging people to do 6 figures, encouraging people that they can make it in life. Fashion is going to help them and what have you. However, here, there on Clubhouse, we're going to be talking about millions and things to do. So if you are up to the task, fine. If you're not up to the task, fine. You choose your own up to. Okay, so like Florist Teachers is asking, like, how often does the class hold on Clubhouse? Well, I intend to be doing weekly. On Clubhouse, I'll be there on Tuesdays and I'll be there on Fridays, God willing. God willing. On Tuesdays and Fridays. We want to start talking. If Nigerian fashion entrepreneurs are not serious, those UK people that you are thinking of getting customers in, may their eyes not open. May their eyes not open and see that they can do £1 million per month. If their eyes should get open, the door is shut. That's the honest truth to most of us that are in Nigeria. So it's a race against time. Guys, it's time to take your future by the hand. Thank you so much, Bukola. Bukola, do you have parting words for us before we shut down? I mean, you've been an awesome partner on this journey. Bukola, please, do you have parting words for us?
Yes, Coach. Thank you too, Coach. Hello, everyone. Once again, I will just advise you, don't sleep on this one. Please take your destiny, your life in your hands. The world does not give to anyone what they deserve, but what you demand from it. So use this opportunity wisely. I right now will tell you, I wish I had caught on since long before now, not catching on later last year. Just like Feisha said, she has been on the platform but never knew what was going on here till recently. Seriously, I just wish as many that is listening to this will seize this opportunity to change their financial story and financial struggles. That's just my advice. That's my parting words.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bukola. What a very interesting, statement that is. So, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and please send my Valentine cake. I don't want to come and disrupt your merry, but send my own Valentine cake. Yeah. Let me also enjoy with my loved ones. Have a wonderful day ahead. See you tomorrow on Clubhouse and Friday on Clubhouse again. Yep. Definitely there will be a replay because we are recording. So guys, that will be all for now. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Bye for now.
Bye, Coach. Happy
Yes,
birthday.
ma'am.